Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time again. From the sidelines, episode number 127. Man, those numbers are just climbing up there. It's hard to believe we've already gone over 2 years on the show. We're getting close to the 2.5 year mark. And then from there, smooth sailing to 3 years of doing podcast weekly for you guys. We appreciate everyone who jumps on by and helps, get through the year with us over here on the show. We will be giving away some awards and kind of going through some of our top moments of the year later on in the show. But before we do that, as always, guys, we got to bring in our co-hosts who are here every single week on the show. We got Brando Baird. I'm going to jump over to him first tonight. Let's bring him on in. How you doing, man?
We're good. New year, new background. We're going to switch it up. We'll see how long this lasts because I'm getting tired of this wall behind me of beds. I miss this whole, now Michelle and I can sleep in opposite beds when I get tired of her.
Yeah. Save room for Jesus.
Don't slow your roll.
That's the Catholic way,
There's Satanist over here, but whatever.
All right. I just love the fact that you took down the bunk beds. I thought they were functional. I don't know, or stylish. I don't know how functional they were, but definitely stylish.
Not functional at all. It hurt sleeping in between them.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for that update, our reporter in the field, Brando Baird. Let's bring in our other co-host, who's always here on the show. He's waiting to talk. Stephen Hatch, how you doing, buddy? You're here on the show again.
Absolutely. As you guys may have noticed, I also did a background change. So for my girlfriend, I got her a little Christmas present, little chair. It's a nice little lounge chair. You can lean back, chill. But I also made it, calling it Callie's Corner. Got a nice little sheet over it with Callie's face all over it, right? With the painting over it. Boom. Callie's Corner. So we're here. So we're good.
I like it. It's nice, man. And then I moved states. So, all
nice.
Right. So that's why my background is different for the beginning of this year. But a lot has changed, guys. It's been a wild year. Let's go ahead. Let's jump on into it. And before we do that, I got to talk about our sponsors. So every week on the show, we got to remind you guys about the great hydrating power of Liquid IV. It's our go-to choice when we need a extra boost of hydration. They have the sugar and the sugar-free option. They have a whole bunch of immunity versions, the energy boosting version. A whole bunch of options are available on their website. You got to go check it out at liquidiv.com. When you need hydration in a pinch, it definitely is going to help you out. It'll get you hydrated faster than just water alone. Like I mentioned, they have the sugar and the sugar-free version. So depending on which version you're looking for, they've got it on their website. Use promo code Mafia_Mafia. You're going to save 20% off and get free shipping at checkout when you use that promo code at liquidiv.com. Let's keep it moving, boys. We got NECTR Energy up next. NECTR.energy, the awesome little energy pouch that I prefer to use during the show because, hey, it gives me energy and keeps me pepped up and good to go. It looks like a Zyn, a tobacco pouch, something of that sorts, but the big difference is there's no tobacco or nicotine in this product. It is a composite of caffeine and a neurotropic, so give you a little energy, kind of get your brain focused back up on the topic at hand, and you'll be good to go. They got a whole bunch of different flavor options available on their website, NECTR.energy. Head over there, use promo code MafiaProductions, get a buy two, get one free. I was running over my words there a little bit, so throw 3 of those in your cart, and you're gonna get 1 for free. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there, boys. Let's move on to our last sponsor of the night, weltsclothing.com. weltsclothing.com, head on over there. They've got a lot of great limited edition apparel that drops every first Wednesday of the month, also known as Welts Wednesday. But other than that, they have the options that are available all throughout the year. You got to go check out their website to see what is up at the moment. Straps, hoodies, jerseys, you name it, they probably have made it throughout the year. But they do some great things within the sport here in the Texas community, and we appreciate their support of the show, and we appreciate that they're making some dope things for paintball. So head over to weltsclothing.com, use promo code FTS, and save yourself some money when you grab yourself some welts. All right, boys. Well, that's our sponsors. That's our intros. We're here. We're into the show.
Let's go.
Man, I don't even know where to start. I do think we should start with you and Brandon hanging out, because you guys spent quite a lot of time together this week. You're about to spend more time together this Tuesday. So
literally
what's going on, man?
less than 24 hours. He's going to be at my house.
Boy date going on?
The boy dates. No.
Man date.
A man date.
Men.
No. Men.
Chant.
We got one in within
Men
the
chant in the first 5 minutes.
Let's
You know
go.
it's a good episode.
All right, let's go. Give it the round of applause. All right, love them, boys. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. So, this past Friday was Michelle's birthday, and we wanted to throw a party. She wanted to have like a birthday party / end of season.
That's very Latino of her.
Yeah, end of season thing with both Storm and the semi-pro guys. Threw it out a couple weeks ago. It was mostly a couples thing. It ended up being. So yeah, we brought everyone
very homoerotic.
Kinda,
Within the first 10 minutes, gotta watch what we say.
Yeah, so we brought everyone over. It was, how many of us were there? 14?
Cool. Something like that.
Whatever. Yeah, something like that. First time we had people over here. Again, we're not living alone. We're in her parents' house now. Didn't know how that was gonna go. But
He's not broke. He just lives in California. It's okay.
Yeah.
He's a surgeon. He has a well-respected job. He's okay. It'll be fine, ladies and gentlemen.
Even surgeons struggle over here in California, man. It's no joke.
Look, he's got a Porsche in the driveway, but he's in a rented home. So like he'll get there eventually.
Come on, yeah. We cut corners.
The Porsche
somehow.
is also leased, but it's cool.
Yeah. So yeah. Threw it out to Hatch. Hatch was actually, you were pretty busy on Saturday.
Yeah, I was definitely.
It came up a little late, but hey, you made it, which was awesome.
Absolutely, I said I was going to be there. I'm a man of my word.
Yep. See, he is.
Absolutely.
And let's see. Got everyone over, and we want to play a game. We got Pictionary, which we liked. We play with Michelle's family and everything.
Sorry. So it kind of sounds like you guys almost had like a couples game night.
That is honestly what it came down to.
I guess so. Yeah.
Couples game
Absolutely,
night.
100%.
Love that.
It devolved into a
Could
big
you
couples
imagine
game night.
Hatch of 2 years ago going to a couples game night?
No.
He would have put a 12 gauge barrel in his mouth before he did that.
It's actually funny. I actually have a prediction for New Year's tomorrow on how exactly that's going to go. Kind of like the way we're going to project what's happening now. So keep going, Brando. Sorry.
Okay. I want to hear this.
Yep.
So, who brought this game?
I feel like was that Cam and Scott that brought all the games?
Yes.
They brought like a bag of games.
They did, yeah. Cameron and Scott. Cameron, who played with Storm, Scott played with D4.
Devious Dogs.
They brought code names. Never played
that.
it. They were
I've never even seen that game.
Me neither.
Okay, I know for a fact, though, Brandon, that you intimately know the rules, how the game works, the top strategies.
So,
because I do, and I've never played it.
So, have they talked about that on PKA?
Dude, are you being facetious right now? Because man.
Oh no, is it code names that's one of the games that they play online? Okay.
No, yeah, that's the one they talk about all the time. So that's why I was laughing when you guys brought it up, because I was like, oh, I've never had the chance to play it either. I've heard people talk about it for like 3 years out of my life though.
Huh? Yeah, really? I never
You
put
didn't
those
know? That's
together.
actually hilarious. We got Brandon on a PK effect. Love that.
That's crazy.
RSK in the chat.
Yeah. So brought it open, cracked it open. They kind of explained the rules and had many questions going about it. And it wasn't the normal game, I guess. It wasn't the base game. It was an adult version of the game, or
the expansion.
There was cock, balls, prostate. There was everything in there.
Dude, it was dirty. Yeah.
No base set, but full expansion. All right, love that.
So, and it was cool for anyone that doesn't know it or hasn't played it. It's there's you lay out these cards with one words on them in a 5x5 grid, and you split up into teams, and there's one representative of each team goes, and they're the speaker, I guess, and they each of them have a card that they share that shows a different grid with colors on them, and you have to get your team to guess which card is their color by you giving them a clue, a one-word clue.
Yes,
and it could be a clue that can link 1, 2, 3, 4 different cards together. Mm-hmm. Like what was one, Hatch?
Well, I mean, to break it down a little bit too, the goal of the game is to get more cards than the other team and to do it in less turns. So ideally, if you give a word, you want it to mean multiple things on the board, so that way you're able to get multiple cards from your team at the right time. But if you go too ambiguous and you pull cards that aren't the words you're supposed to have, there's a penalty for that, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's a point or something else, but
Yeah, you could give them a point. You could. So really quick, there's like 8 or 9 points to be had, depending on who goes first.
Yeah.
And if you choose one of the other team's cards, they get that point. There's also neutral cards that no team gets a point, but your turn ends. And then there's a death card.
The Minesweeper card.
Yeah, the death card where there's only one on the field. You select that, you lose, game over, no matter what.
Yep, done.
So
that's why it's like it's trying to find words that connect enough, but like, you know, if ocean and lake are, you know, like ocean's the mind word and lake is the word you want, you probably don't want to say body of water because it's like you're just leading them to, you know, the wrong one.
So there was one I had, what'd I say? I said, I linked the words like girl and rack. I said boobs or boobies.
Yeah.
Just Sydney Sweeney.
Yep, boobs for 2.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and that's what they got, girls and rack. All right, cool. They got it. So it's shit like that. And you can only say one word unless it's, you know, there's some rules and shit.
Dude, let me just say, I'm not going to call anybody out. Bro, we had some rule Nazis against us, bro. Against the boys, let me just say. If I said 2 words, oh, you better bet I was hearing about it. You do one word. I was like, oh, shit, damn, my bad.
I can imagine who in the group was being on the rules.
Okay.
I can imagine. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to get any sandals thrown at me, but...
No chocolates?
Okay. So,
am I right? Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. Damn.
No. So,
same but different.
Yeah. So we took turns on couples being the what I say, the speakers or whatnot. So
you're like
couples,
the consultant for your team, where you try to get your team a point, right? You're the only way how your team get a point.
But you're also the only one who knows. So it's like you're relaying to them through the board.
The consultants are the only ones who get to see the Minesweeper-esque grid on where your points are and where the enemy's points are, and where the death card is.
You love the word Minesweeper.
Tonight, yeah.
It's up there for Hatch. I was gonna say, because I guess the speaker term I guess works better. Fucking whatever. I was gonna add something on, but now it's been way too long
and it's gone. No, so and it's cool for you to put out like that one word to like, all right, they're gonna get this. They better get this. You know, you say one word trying to link 2 cards, and you see like the fire ignite in one person's mind. And then someone else asks a question, and then it just like the fire starts to grow, and it's like, where are you guys going with this? No, like, don't think that far into it.
No,
like,
absolutely. Kurt was saying that. Kurt is like, usually, he's like statistically, if you whichever one you think of 2 first, because if you say like this word for two words or whatever, how do you say it, Brando?
Yeah, say boobs for 2.
Boobs so for 2, right? Say you say boobs for 2, and he's like, okay, the first 2 cards you think of are usually the right ones. Once you start overthinking it, that's when you get them wrong, and that's when you really start making mistakes. And I was like,
And
he really has a good point right there, without a doubt. So I definitely started playing by those rules without a doubt.
Yeah, and it was helping. It definitely helped. Because we were on a losing streak. And Cedar kept bringing up the fact when he was a speaker, he threw out one that was like linked 3 cards, and we had 7 cards to go. He linked 3, and like we instantly locked all 3 together. With us talking, and we went down a rabbit hole and linked all 7 together, and then chose like 2 wrong ones because we just read too deep into it, right? So yeah, definitely after that it was like, Yeah, he kept saying it like, dude, you had all 7. You picked out all 7. And we didn't choose all 7. God damn it. I think we lost. Yeah, we lost. Because the only one we won one time. Our record was 5-1. All right. But actually, we're winners. We're winners because the only evidence out there is our win.
Yeah, absolutely. Documented history by me.
Yep.
That's the only story that was taken.
Documented history. And let me tell you, that one win, the boys were so hyped. And the chaos that ensued. But before I jump ahead to the chaos, the hard part about that game, without a doubt, is you'll see the chain of words and you'll...
Guys,
like,
we've been explaining code words for like 5 minutes now.
I know.
The audience gets it. This is not a great topic to start a podcast
for me, I was
with.
like, dude, I never played the game.
Our
So I was like,
audience retention
dude,
is shit the bed already, boys.
How do you get some of these words together? But anyway, I got the guess.
I thought there was going to be more talk about Hangout, not necessarily
no,
one
there is
board
no.
game.
So here comes the chaos, right? So we explode, right? That video, yeah, baby, we're all high fiving, doing everything. Cedar stands up
Someone
so
pulls
fast.
a gat.
Cedar stands up so fast, the chair falls backwards. And I guess this is like some kind of antique chair. And
man.
Yeah, bro. Chair breaks.
Leg splinters off.
Leg splinters off like
So
vertically.
then someone pulls out a gat.
Yeah.
A glue gun, I wish.
We handed Cedar over to the cartel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, that's the only reasonable question there. Or answer there.
I have a
There's actually 5 kilos stored in that chair.
I have an absolutely hysterical picture of Cedar the second that happened, holding it up the lake. He's like, guys, and he's like holding it up. It is so funny, right? And the second the chair broke, dude, the mood shift, bro, you could hear a pin drop, bro. Everybody's like, Michelle's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get killed right now. Go. So now, Brando, I'll let you take it away from here.
Yeah, she's like, Michelle's kind of deer in the headlights looking like, fuck, what do we do? And instantly, Cedar's like, hey, do you have any wood glue? Do you have any wood glue? Do you have any clamps? We can fix this.
Yep, we can fix this.
We can fix this.
I know, and you know what's funny is Cedar in his house probably does have wood glue and clamps.
Yeah.
We're not all fathers, Cedar, all right? Not all of us just have that around.
Right. And, man, because, so, I don't know, it's just a weird thing for me. You know how whenever you see someone yawn, you gotta yawn? For me, because I could see the look in Michelle's eyes, and her eyes started to water because, you know, she thought she was gonna get in trouble. And dude, whenever I see that, dude, my eyes start to water. I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like sitting back, like, oh god, what's gonna happen? So I was very relieved.
I love how. Sorry, Hatch. I love how I was adding something to Brandon's story, and then you took it over again. 30 seconds before that, you told Brandon to tell the story. So
my bad.
No, you're good. You get excited. I know.
I stacked.
That's where I was going with it as well. Like, Michelle was contemplating on, do we tell him now or do we tell him in the morning? Like.
And it's 11:30.
Yeah, it's 11:30. Yeah,
that's a morning combo at that point,
right? But it's a different dynamic with the traditional Mexican family, and Michelle and Yvonne have that family dynamic together. So she kind of goes, all right, I'm gonna go tell him now because I think they'd be less mad now than in the morning. But everyone be prepared. That everything's cut. Like, you guys got to leave afterwards. Don't be surprised. And we're like, hey, damn, okay. So
it got serious so fast.
And again, like, we're
complete
adults.
Accident.
Like, we're adults. I
was gonna say, you guys sound like you're 17 right now.
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
Absolutely.
Everybody was saying that. Everybody's like,
sneaking alcohol in the basement.
No,
like,
everybody's like, dude,
hell?
I feel like I'm like 14 again, and I'm like,
What the fuck?
what the hell?
Brandon, how about you and your fiance, who both work normal human jobs, move out and rent somewhere, man? That might be a good idea.
But then you miss out on the historical Mexican chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have your friends over.
We still can. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Good.
That's a dub for the boys.
So continue. And well, I guess real quick about the whole waking them up thing. My first thought was I'd get in more trouble for waking up my parents.
Yeah.
And fucking like they would be like, "Are you fucking retarded? Like we could talk about this tomorrow, son."
Yeah.
That's actually funny. Like the dynamic difference.
Absolutely. And I was like, oh, Michelle, are you gonna like tell him like tonight? And she goes, they work in the morning. And I go, oh my god, they work in the morning.
That's right.
Oh,
because they weren't going to be around in the morning. They were going to be gone. by the time
Right,
we
so
wake
then at
up.
that point
So
they
they're
wouldn't
just
even
gonna
know
see it.
about
situation.
it. Yeah, they would just see it or not even know about it until they
But then
came
they would
back
feel
from work.
like, oh, you're hiding it from us, and,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
okay.
so it was a very
And
interesting
then where
dynamic.
sandals get thrown. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. No chocolates. Get it right.
I'm white. I can't say that word.
So yeah, she went up
It's not my
and
people's word, Brandon.
she she went up and you know, woke him up and told him, and I measled my way up there slowly, and I could, because I don't know what they're saying. I'm just kind of moral support kind of.
You're like,
but
hey, I'm your white, son.
He's
of
like, dude,
God,
where are the
you love
subtitles
a
at, bro?
lot. Like,
Oh, dude,
where are the
Ryan.
subtitles?
Right, yeah,
It's just like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah, I'll get to that, like, hey, my bad kind of thing later, but.
You're just randomly hearing like, "Donde está la biblioteca?
Shit breaking. Yeah.
Again,
but
sandals getting thrown. It all goes back to it.
Dude, she's talking to him, and it sounds like good and chord, and she's not like, I could hear the tone of the voice. So like, all right, it's going good. And she walks out, and she's like, all right, we're fine. They're okay. They're just said we got to use the chairs outside, which is fine. Like, everyone was cool. Like, hell yeah. Party
Everybody
on.
grabbed a chair and brought it in.
Yep. So, and after that, no more chaos. I think it settled down a little bit. It was so deafening at times. We simmered down. It was so deafening at times with people yelling and cheering for
When we
winning.
won, I was like, holy shit. It was loud
Yeah.
when we won.
My eardrums were ringing. But then
Again, you sound like you're 17.
I know, fuck, dude. When it's not your house, it feels like it. Like,
Yeah.
Very, very valid. And I'm just reading the room. I'm just like,
My own goddamn home.
I'm just like, all right, if everybody else is freaking out, I'm a freak out,
It's
So-
also, you can tell it's different because if it was a white household, the dad would have come down in his tidy whities and been like, y'all are in my goddamn household, not paying rent, not fucking paying the utility bill, and waking me up before I gotta get to work. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck you, Dad. Go back to sleep.
All right, thank you, Mike. Michael Baird.
Yes,
everyone.
yeah.
he's like, God damn it, son! I got a paintball tournament in the morning. I got a game at 6 a.m.
You ruined my life, Brandon. But I love you. Good night. That would be how it goes.
It's gonna be you one day, Brando.
Yeah, fuck. So
Every time I make the joke about Michael Baird hating you and wanting to ruin your life, I feel like it's very important I put out there right after. He really does love his son. It's one of his favorite things to say is that he ruined his paintball career.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
He's
it's not
very
from a
upfront.
lack of love or anything like that.
He's the kind of guy where he'd be like, oh, Machine Gun Mike, what's up? He'd be like, yeah, dude, how are you, bro? Just, paintball career's ruined by Brando, but, I'm good. That's like the first thing you bring up, So,
All the time.
that type
Always
of guy.
likes to remind him about it, us about it, anyone who asks. Like, it's, yeah.
Oh, dude, how's your day?
I think he has a grudge, Brandon.
It'd be better if I had my paintball career back if it wasn't for Brando.
yeah, I'm gonna start introducing him like that or some shit. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Hey,
he's tired
this
of
is my
someone-
dad. I ruined his paintball career.
yeah.
nice. Dude, I wish I could say that.
Oh, you had to sneak one in. God fucking damn it. All right. So yeah, you guys start to simmer down. Night starts to calm down. No more antique chairs getting broken.
Nah.
Anything else kind of partake over the night?
After
or-
that, no, not much.
So I will say,
Yeah.
there was this booze that was being passed around that as soon as I got
was
there,
just gonna ask.
as soon as I got there, everybody's like, oh, dude, Edge, like, let's go, take a hit of this. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And so
Take a hit of this.
I take
You
a
can tell
quick
this man drinks.
I took a quick sip, bro. It felt like my tongue was fighting my saliva glands, bro. The taste was so disgusting. It tasted like rubber bands, and like it was
Very excited for Brandon to say what it is.
Back me up, Brando. Did you
What is
taste
it,
it?
Brandon? What was the drink?
It's called Jepson's Malort. It's a.
Oh, you guys had a lord?
Bro, it was so bad, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, oh my god.
Okay, so anyone who's not from Chicago or the Midwest has no fucking clue what we're talking about. This is a tradition in Chicago. It is literally the worst alcohol beverage that exists, and Chicago is proud of that fact, and they carry it with pride, which kind of describes a lot about that piece of shit city, but that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, man, holy shit, you guys drank Malort? Why?
Yeah.
Was
So-
there a Chicago in there? I'm so
Cedar.
confused.
Cedar is literally Chicagoan.
Okay, yep, all right, everything's clicking now. Yep,
Right?
that makes sense.
So I have a couple of videos of like some people taking the shots, and dude, I have this video of Scott from Devious Dogs, bro. His reaction is so funny. He's like, ooh, this is pointless. I
think it's
caca. It's one of the funniest videos. I find myself watching it at work.
I think that was the second or third one too.
Yeah,
I don't understand why he kept going back to it.
Because the last time I was like, "Come on, Scott," and I hit him with the airplane. I'm like, and you know, dude, if the airplane's coming for you, you gotta be the tower. You just gotta take it.
What'd you say?
What?
So
the heck?
I was what you guys talking about? I was trying to look it up. So because that's what I was trying to think. Malort it's not like a traditional liquor. It's not like vodka that's made with potatoes.
No,
it's not like, it's a liqueur, and it's made with wormwood. What the fuck is wormwood, bro? You guys are drinking a goddamn like Elden Ring spell over there.
Dude,
like,
honestly, it tasted like melted rubber bands. That's what I would describe the taste as.
the way they describe it on Google, do not trust this. Malort is made with a natural spirit, like vodka, aged on warm wood, a bitter herb, and a small amount of sugar.
They put sugar in that?
I guess at some point. Probably, well, actually, to ferment it, because the yeast needs sugar to feed on to make alcohol. But yeah, apparently a Swedish immigrant popularized the drink in Chicago in the 30s. They like brought it into the area, and the drink is rare outside of the Chicago area, but it's becoming more and more popular. That's funny.
I need to know who the fuck drinks that as their drink of choice.
I'm telling you, it's like they're proud people in Chicago who are like, I've grown to like Malort. Because I
need to see what these people look like.
You can imagine him, Hatch. With anything in life, you grow a taste to something. Like, if you've never had whiskey in your life and you try it, you're usually going to be like, that's not great. If you drink it over the course of 10 years, you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, like, I like that one more than this one. It tastes better to me. You become more subjective to it. I think that's what it is with those people who like can down Malort as like I go to the bar and I have my 2 drinks of Malort or something. I don't know. You're a psychopath either way.
You know who didn't have a reaction to it?
Chris, Cedar.
Michelle's dad. No, Cedar didn't take one. Yeah, Michelle's dad had.
Wait, okay. I'm guessing Cedar was driving because I was gonna say fuck Cedar. You can't.
No.
Oh, Cedar
he took Yvonne's truck.
Yeah, Cedar wasn't having any. He's like,
y'all need to fix that because you can't be
was
making
that
people drink
Malort?
Malort and not take any.
No,
was that yours,
no,
Brando?
That was Cedar's.
Yeah, he brought it. Okay.
All right, actually, I need to text Cedar and tell him to bring it.
He knew what the fuck he was doing.
I'm going to text Cedar right now and tell him to bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm not taking it, though.
That got passed around.
No, but he better, because if he doesn't, then he's a liar not a liar. He's a manipulative piece of shit. There you go. That's the best name I can come up. Yeah, but we still love you, Chris Cedar.
Dude, you won't take one.
We'll talk about you later.
You won't take one if everyone took one? Hatch?
I mean, dude, if everybody takes one,
like
that's going to be a hard...
Look, if everyone's jumping off the bridge, I'm going to go too. But I'm just saying, Cedar has created an injustice here by forcing his friends to drink a substance that he knew would be ratchet and horrible. So, to cure that injustice, he needs to take a shot of that substance.
He texted back.
Yeah, you're right. He does.
Throwback emoji? Okay. Let's go.
Thank you, Chris Cedar. Okay.
Jesus, what a guy.
Dude.
Love that guy.
Old guest on the show, by the way. He talks about the time that he met Michael Jordan. And no one believes that story. But apparently, that's real. He did it.
Got his mustache, made a joke about his mustache so good that he had to shave it. I will never forget that story about Cedar.
I don't know. It's one of those ones I have no evidence to prove either way, but if that's real, it's a legendary story, and I'm so proud of Cedar for that fact. Yeah, so I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to believe my friend is a legend.
Next time I see Michael Jordan, I'm going to...
and convinced him to shave the Hitler stash. That's... Good shit, Cedar. I'm proud of you for that one, man.
Dub for the boys. That's a good one.
Honestly, bro.
So speaking of Cedar, really quick. So Sunday morning, we woke up. Both Hatch and Cedar text me asking if Hatch asked if Michelle was alive, afterwards, after like the whole
I didn't know the
chair
result.
thing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant she went too hard. I was like, why is it
No.
always Michelle? Because like
No,
the wedding
so-
she blacks out, and I was like, damn, like I didn't know she parties like that. But no, that makes more sense.
So after she talked to him that night, it wasn't. They weren't like, oh, it's fine. It was just like, set aside. We'll deal with it in the morning. Use the other chairs. So I was like, all right, more to come, maybe. So they both asked how is she in trouble. Cedar asked if how much trouble he's in, and
Oh, I felt so bad for Cedar. Holy fuck.
yeah. So
Good
it
detail.
wasn't until like 6 hours later we ended up calling them after we talked to her parents, because Michelle made me head that or spear
Hide
that
behind the
attack
white
or whatever.
boy. Hide
Yeah,
behind the
she
white
goes,
boy.
hey,
Yep.
yeah, go. You don't know what they're saying really. If they start yelling at you, like, go. Like, okay.
That's actually a great point.
Yeah.
Because they could say some really mean personal shit, and you're just like,
I have no idea. See.
sorry.
See.
Whereas, like, to Michelle, they realize I can't do that. It's my daughter. I don't want to,
Yeah.
create shit. But they can call you, all sorts of gringo shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't even know.
Pinche güero. They call me that anyways. Whatever. But
Yeah.
They call you that
Call
when
you
you wake
what,
up.
yeah.
They call
yeah.
you what?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I speak
if
a lot
they
of English,
did-
actually,
If they
but-
did, that would be the best thing ever for so many reasons that a lot of people don't understand, but I think Brandon does.
No, so yeah, I went up and I went downstairs when they were both home, and like they asked like how much I drank, or no, they asked if anyone stayed over, which no one did, because again, after the chair thing, everyone was like, we don't want to be here when
We
you
gotta
wake
get
up.
outta here.
Yeah. So
El Diablo.
yeah, they asked me why no one stayed the night. I was like, nah, no one drank that much. So, and then Michelle came down because I guess they were talking about the chair, but they
No,
wasn't
you
mad.
just got to front,
So-
Brandon. No one drank that much. No one stayed the night. They all just drove drunk. It was fine. They all made it home. Yeah,
whatever.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, we endorsed driving drunk
We
the other,
do know
the other
Hatch
week.
be
so-
driving drunk, bro.
Well,
yeah,
dude, I didn't drive.
No, but I mean on the regular, because Hatch, he drinks so much. He just really be driving drunk all the time.
Did. Yeah.
All right, he finally got that it was sarcasm and to go with the bit. We love it. He's learning, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so Brandon,
yeah.
everyone gets out of there. What?
Yeah, it was fine. Like they were cool with it. They said that the chairs were very flimsy, anyways. So everything was cool. Like everyone's invited back.
Let's go.
Yeah. And so we got good news. So we called up Cedar and Yvonne, and I was like, "Hey, give me the phone. I'll talk."
Oh, you
So
should
I got
have
the phone.
with Cedar so bad.
Dude, yeah. And Yvonne picks up, and it's on speaker and everything for both of us. And she goes, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "Nah, it's Brandon." She goes, "Oh, how'd it go?" I was like, now it's okay. Like we're okay now." She goes, "Uh-oh." And yeah, I could hear Cedar in the background like, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Dude, yeah, they were gonna kick us out. they were gonna kick us out for this shit."
It's my boy.
And he's like, "No," and they were just Yvonne's silent, and Cedar's like, I could hear him. He was in the background, but we're like, yeah. I mean, we talked him down from it, but dude, they were ready to kick us out. We don't know where to go. Like, what are we gonna do? And
Dude, you are so good.
They offered. Yvonne was just about to offer their extra room for us till we figured it out.
Hey, that's
But-
my room.
Yeah. Hey,
The
we're
hell?
sharing. There's 2 beds in there. And Michelle couldn't hold on her laughter. Right? She didn't talk because she's like over there snickering, trying to
Oh,
hold it in.
yeah, I
and she
can
started
picture it for
laughing.
sure.
So I was like, all right, nah.
It's not very RSK, Michelle. You can't give up the bit on the phone call.
God. Yeah, god damn it. But
You're
it
my
was-
hero for
it
that,
was good.
Brando.
It was good. Yeah, we got him. So, I don't know if he's gonna listen to this. Hatch.
Let's go,
I need
baby!
you- I need you to not let Cedar use any chair tomorrow. Like, any chair. He can't sit down unless he brings his own chair tomorrow. So like he doesn't break another chair.
What if I was like, what? I was gonna make the joke like, I think it'd be funny if he broke multiple chairs in my house.
No, well, maybe
More
after.
damage.
But don't let him sit down. Like, hey, if you didn't bring a chair, you can't sit.
Oh, okay, I'm so down.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
get up, buddy.
Oh, okay. You know something that's so funny? I know Cedar would hate this. Because one thing I know about Cedar being with him for so long, one thing he hates that people do to him is that's so condescending. When people do like the finger, you know, like yes,
or this,
people,
or this.
Yes, when people do like the shoo away or like the come here with the finger, bro. That gets him mad. So I'm gonna hit him with one of those.
I'm so hitting that next time.
I'm so hitting that, dude.
Shit,
I'm so hitting. Honestly, I should get a chair like
I see him on an NXL next year and be like, hey, Mercy.
Dude.
He's gonna fucking hate me.
I love Cedar to death, and let me tell you, that's one of those things that, without a doubt, and Cedar's good about it, right? Obviously, when sometimes I catch myself doing it, but I'm like, oh shit, like I was mostly like, yo, hey, just come here real quick. You know what I'm saying? I never mean it in like that kind of tone, but you know he's really good.
Come here, boy.
But oh man, I'm gonna get him so good. I'm gonna get him so good. Ugh.
All right, well,
less than 24 hours.
You got to report back on that next week. And I guess speaking of that, segue into it. You guys are gonna be celebrating New Year's together, right? That's what we're talking about. 24 hours. I mean,
yep.
We're recording this still in 2024. It will be out in 2025 for most of our listeners. But yeah, guys. So what are your plans for the New Year's Eve, I guess? Yeah.
Honestly, great segue, right? This is where I want to go into my prediction for what is going to end up with like the boys, right? So I got a fire pit.
Right, I got not at all the question I asked, but okay.
Right, so this is what I'm thinking, right? So it's going to be a chill night. We're going to be having a good time at my house. We play some games, you know, have a good time. But my prediction is when things start to break down is I got a fire pit. We're going to all circle around the fire. I got cigars for everybody.
Shit.
I got cigars for everybody, right?
And so I was more excited about burning shit.
It's gonna be nice and cold outside. Where there's definitely some shit we can burn.
Okay,
I'm definitely
you gotta burn
that.
Shit. When men circle around a fire pit, shit needs to be burned.
So you're going somewhere else with that?
Salem witch trials type stuff, right?
No, he was going men circling. That's I know probably where his brain was going. I feel like
he's used to being the fire for sure.
Yep.
My brain came there.
All right, completely derailed us.
Anyway,
you guys getting cigars? Right? What cigars did you get? Are they like good? You know, did you get some Cubanos or something?
No, they're not. They're not no Cubanos, right? But they are some nice Hispanic cigars that I do know the guy who. The cigar shop. I went there when I was 18, before the law even changed, when you could be 18 and buy a cigar.
We were like the last generation
exactly,
of that. We
right?
could get tobacco at 18.
I remember on my 18th birthday, I went into this cigar shop, and the same guy was there that I went there yesterday. So,
Brandon, is a ghost blowing your back out right
now?
Bro,
you okay?
What the fuck was that, dude?
First day with a mold or something, buddy?
Dude, no.
What the fuck, dude? This seems a scary movie too.
On there, man?
Dude, I just tried to crack my neck and it fucking hurt my neck. I'm getting old. Sorry. Carry on.
Shoulder.
No, now I lost. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I know. I just looked at this dude's camera and he looked. Oh god, yeah, he looked like a ghost was actively blowing his back out. Hatch, you were talking about how you went to the cigar shop at 18 to grab these Hispanic.
Yes. Thank you.
Hispanic cigars.
Right, so the 18 thing, I've just been going to the cigar. This is like a family-owned cigar shop that I've known for a long time. So I went there yesterday, right? And he's like, "Oh, these just came in, and they were these, dude. They're super beautiful, bro. They have like this. I don't really know how to describe it. Day of the Dead style like wrap on it, and it just looks really nice, you know." And I was
you
like,
mean Dia de
Dios de los Muertos?
Yeah, I was close.
Damn.
I'm getting there.
That was
yeah. I celebrated that.
The only reason I know what that is, shout out to my grandmother. She was obsessed. She lived in the Bay Area growing up, and she really liked all the like Day of the Dead celebrations at like, I don't know, some things near her. So she would always take us to them. She's not even fucking Latin. She's Sicilian, so I don't know why. She just was into it.
Hey, I get it, dude. I'm the same way.
Less sugar masks, bro.
I'm the same way. I was like, damn, I want to celebrate that shit too. Looks like a good time, you know? So,
well, it's because your father. What?
Ooh.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? I get one day. And I hope he comes back.
You've seen Coco, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's going to the fucking milk store in heaven, you know? Maybe. You never fucking know. Maybe.
Mi papa.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Mi papa.
So back to the store. Are you done with the store?
No, sorry. So anyway,
they got the Day of the Dead wrapping on them. They're like really, you know, high quality. I'm guessing, or
yeah. And I got
some mids. You got some mids for the boys.
Well, I mean, I love my boys, but you know, dude, I ain't trying to spend $50 per cigar. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you really love the boys?
I do love the fucking boys, and you know what? I love the boys so much. If
Brando, you're gonna be smoking one, right?
Yep. I said yep.
No, if he, dude,
you've
if
never
he
had,
doesn't,
right?
I've only shared some.
Pro
Really?
fucking
You've
dip.
never had your
Don't
own
nail
cigar?
that shit.
Yeah. No. I'm not.
Yeah. All right.
No.
I was like,
All right.
Yeah,
please
yeah.
know that, please. 'Cause,
I'm actually predicting
God, if
one person
if you
might
have
get
no tobacco
lightheaded.
experience and you start inhaling cigar smoke, you're gonna fucking die. It's
I-
not gonna be fun.
It hits you so fast.
Yeah.
Nick sick.
I don't know if Michelle had a. Yeah. No, she never smoked a cigar.
Dude,
Until the
Sorry,
first time we shared one. Yeah.
No, no,
and she inhaled it. She like the way she.
Grabbed it like a joint.
She hit it. And she, you could see it. Yeah,
Yep.
they're just like, oh,
It's
kind of get red and
a lot of
everything.
nicotine in there.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know,
No, I
it's
was gonna
really.
say I got Nick sick at the UT game. I mean, I've had pouches before, and so I was used to it. But Lastro hands me one of his Zins because I didn't, we can't vape inside the stadium. So I was like, yeah, I want some nicotine. And like 5 minutes later, I was already starting to feel like, that kind of woozy feeling. I was like, get that the fuck out of my mouth! Like, god damn it!
Yes.
That's what I hate with those 6 milligram pouches, bro. Like,
They hit you so fast and so.
I
out of
consume
nowhere.
nicotine. Bro, I can't handle that
Totally
shit. It
different.
kills me, man. Like,
Totally
different. I just feel instantly like I'm gonna throw up. I mean, I can handle the threes. I'm starting to, I'm good there. But I'm a
I
baby
don't know,
back bitch, so.
I don't know what podcast it was, but it was one of those ones where there were a lot of guys around, chilling, having a good time, and this guy's like, "Oh, dude, let me turn you on to some Zins." He's like, "This shit's gonna kill me, right?" And he's like, "No, dude, this is gonna be heavenly, bro. You're gonna love it, right?" And he's like, "Dude, once the nicotine hits your body, you're gonna be chill." Right, so he takes a hit, and you maybe 5 minutes in, he's like,
Again, takes a hit. That's not.
he's like moving back and forth,
Yeah.
wiping the sweat off his head, and then all of a sudden he's
Eh.
sitting there, and then just starts projectile vomiting. That's how fast it hits you.
Yeah. Well,
If you don't
but
know
I
what's
was gonna
happening.
say, fun fact, like nicotine is a neurotropic, just like caffeine. It's actually very similar chemical wise, like when you break it down to its molecules. But that's why, if you don't really take a nicotine, you throw Zen in, you're gonna feel fucking buzzed, and then 3 minutes later you're gonna want to puke your guts out because your body's like, what the fuck is this shit? Get it out of our system.
For sure. And I mean, I've never really been a fan of that style. I mean, it's just
And
too
it's
much
okay.
for
I
me.
got that out of my system when I was 16 in my friend's truck, and he said, "Here's a Grizzly Winter Cut pouch." And 5 minutes later, I was puking
dude.
out the side of it, baby.
Chew?
Woo! That's how you
Bro.
learn. It was a pouch. But yeah.
I
Not
will
long
never
cut.
forget. I will never forget my very first experience with Chew, bro. That was actually the worst experience.
Well, again,
I've ever
Chew is different than what I'm talking about. Dip. Chew is a different product.
had. Okay.
They do get combined at times, but like someone we know intimately does Chew, which is like a different product than Dip. I don't know if he wants it out there publicly, so I won't say that. But
Gotcha. Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be a night of the boys standing around the fire pit. All smoking our cigars. We're gonna be like, and then a bunch of the girls are gonna be inside because it's gonna be so cold.
Yeah, so bring a jacket and
Yeah, bring
light
a
some shit
jacket.
on fire, and you'll be fine.
Dude, we're putting whatever the fuck we want in that fire pit.
Damn right.
I don't care.
Fuck carcinogens.
When are we going?
Carcinogens.
I just need to know: is it going to be before midnight or after midnight when we go, bum hunting?
Dude, if you really want to go bum hunting, I will take you someplace where they'll hunt you back, bro.
If you guys don't film that, I'm gonna kill both of you individually. I'm gonna drive back to California and murder both of you for not filming that amazing content. Are you kidding me? You guys are going bum hunting? What the fuck?
Dude, I'm so down, bro. I am so down. Like, okay, one thing I do know. So I live far enough from Fresno where I was saying about this.
Now
where-
that I think about it, I do feel like with our audience and how they reacted to Brandon's death, this might be a Brandon's death 2.0. I don't know if they would like us talking to bums.
See-
I feel like that would not go down well.
No, we're going to that normal TikTok style, bum interviews on the street. We're getting our views up.
Go along
you
with
know?
that. Go along with that.
That's what TikTok loves, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
you're
TikTok
interviewing,
loves.
Brandon, and
I'm
you're
jumping
doing
on.
the interviewing.
No, I'm jumping
I'm
on
the camera
chat.
guy. I'm the camera guy. Let's go, dude.
Okay, see that's where I thought this was going, Brandon.
Yeah.
Bum wrangling, which is what you're talking about.
Damn straight.
I don't think we could post that. I think that might get some people
That's
upset.
Patreon
We might
content
get some
only.
reports.
I get it,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, Patreon content only.
That's
there you go.
valid,
You heard
bro.
it first, ladies and gentlemen.
Because the thing is, I've seen videos of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they ended up being fake. Actually, I think it was an old prank channel where they put they put some stuff in the back of a U-Haul, like set it up in the hood, and people were like stealing out of it. And then right when they were stealing out of it, they like came out of the bush and just were just shooting the shit out of them with paintball guns. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Okay.
is that real? Like, I feel like they would for sure get in trouble for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, depending what year it is, they probably were fine. If this was like early YouTube prank channel days, maybe. But
yeah,
if
probably
it was recent, they probably.
No,
I
don't think it was very recent. I'm pretty sure it was.
They probably
like,
consider that like assault with a deadly weapon or some shit like that.
Definitely, dude. I remember I had a friend in high school where he was throwing paintballs over an overpass.
Wait,
and
shooting or throwing?
Throwing. Right.
Okay.
So, right. He apparently just got his hands on some paint.
Being a little fucker. Okay.
Right. Exactly. Just being a little fucker, throwing them on cars over an overpass, like, and all of a sudden the next day the cops show up at my house and they're like, "Yo, you're the paintball guy at the school. What's up?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I was
like tracked it down.
They're like, yeah. Well, these were. They're showing me like pictures on this digital camera of the crime scene. It looks like some CSI shit of like some paintballs on the ground, right? And I'm like, well, actually, that's Marbleizer. So I actually shoot this for my paintballs at my paintball store.
Go with like fill or paint or something.
Right? I was
instantly
like, actually, the paintball store that I shop at doesn't sell that. So
Dude,
not me,
Blue
buddy.
fill? I don't shoot blue fill.
It was
like,
green fill. It was like Hulk green fill.
At the field I play at, yellow field is the only tournament or only field paint allowed. So I couldn't even shoot that. That definitely wasn't mine.
Yeah, it was like some kind of like Hulk green.
Yeah, that's GI
film that
paint.
I've never
it's
seen.
disgusting and grody, and I shoot HK paint. Thank you, officer.
Buy HK, baby, all day. I was a kid saying it. Marky, where you at, bro?
Yeah, you were.
Come on. But anyway,
Doing
yeah.
another podcast. We're just yelling the whole time.
But anyway, yeah. So I was just by being the paintball kid, I was getting in trouble. Just by being the guy that plays paintball.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon.
So,
all right, well, guys. So, one thing. Okay, time-wise, we are getting close to when we get into our kind of yearly recap award show that we are going to be doing. But before we do that, I want to talk about a couple more things real quick. I know you guys only saw it kind of briefly before the show because I mentioned I was going to talk about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best sporting events of the year just took place over this past weekend. I know it'll be a couple weekends ago for our public members, but ladies and gentlemen, the Pop-Tart Bowl. Whoever the director of marketing is for that needs not only raised but promoted ahead of peers. Just let her or him do I don't know, freaking any marketing they want for the rest of their lives. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of great bits have come from it, which is funny because I mean the game was
content.
good. It was an eye game, but seeing a Pop-Tart with just an eyeball on it standing on the top of a football stadium. Man, if that isn't some of the most iconic American imagery I can ever think of. I agree. Saying, man, it's beautiful. You put the fucking American flag, the fucking eagle screeching in the background, like that meme, and oh, dude, yeah, just awesome.
Absolutely. Like there can't even be like a country that could even mimic something close. Are you gonna do like an Australian with the fucking Tim Tams? No, bro. America got Pop-Tarts.
Somehow the story of a Pop-Tart at a bowl game that only wants to be eaten has taken the American public by storm. Because that's how the game ends. The Pop-Tart, they jump into the toaster, and about halfway down they realize it's hell, and they start freaking out, and then they get eaten by the players live on the field.
Big ass Pop-Tart.
Go to YouTube. This happened. This fucking happened. Are you kidding me? Like, that sentence I just said is a fever dream, bro. This is a college football game. What the fuck?
And I never even been a fan of toasting my Pop-Tarts. You know?
You're gonna do it now.
It makes me want to, dude. Seeing the
Let's go get Pop-Tarts, boys.
the choreography. What's that word? Choreography. Choreography. Thank you.
Words are hard. It's okay. I know.
Thank you. Seeing all them dancing and ripping themselves out of the tinfoil packaging that the Pop-Tarts actually come in.
So fucking
funny, that was fucking gold. That is so good. I didn't really realize what Ryan was telling. I was like, Pop-Tart Bowl, what the fuck? And then I looked it up and I was like, these are the memes that I'm seeing. That's what this is from. So, dude, I think that is funny. No joke. I'm like, bro, I would not be surprised in the next 6 months if you see a fucking Pop-Tart Fortnite skin, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Like they look like Fortnite skins.
I mean, I think it's also, we talked about it a little bit earlier, it's just cool to see kind of the next generation of marketing leads come in.
Yes.
We talked about it way back in the day, one of our earlier podcasts this year with Dan Napoli, how we're seeing, more music supervisors and more people in production roles be younger and younger. Yep. The example I used was it was the Netflix documentary about NASCAR that used a My Chemical Romance song towards the end. Like, dude, 5-10 years ago, you would have never seen that. Like, the song
Never.
existed, it was out, but they never would have like fucking used, you know, the Welcome to the Black Parade, even though it's a banger song to end a, you know, show like that with.
And it just hits with our generation just so differently.
Yeah, and so it is cool to see kind of, you know, more of our culture coming into the mainstream. It is also scary to feel like, you know, 20 years, guys, now we're going to be the old fuckers. Hell, we already are. Have you guys seen all the reels of kids who are like, yeah, anyone born with a 2 in there or with a 19 in their name is old?
Yeah, dude.
I'm
So
like,
one thing I realized, bro.
98. Chill out, okay?
No, so-
like, I'm not fucking old. Not yet.
One word
I'm
that
not
I
even
heard-
30, fucker, okay?
No, one word that I heard that I hit apparently. So apparently I'm unk status. That's the terminology
no,
that I
we
heard.
all
I'm
unk.
unk
I've heard
status
that.
apparently now. I'm
And-
like, what
and
the fuck?
actually, so you want to know something crazy? This is what made me kind of feel unk status. It was the quote that someone put in the comments on. It was some weird Call of Duty 4 video that like came on my reels. But the comment
I like
was
this.
the comment was, how many like kids these days playing Black Ops 6 never even touched Call of Duty 4?
I actually think that's probably one of
We
my
are
Roman
unk.
empires.
We are unk, dog.
We definitely
we
are unk.
old. I was fucking 8 years old on that shit. The only reason I was able to play is because my older brother, you know, got it, and then I was able to kind of sneak in on the PS3 and you know, run some games, man.
Absolutely, and especially
Dude.
that one montage you
Bro,
sent
bro.
with like Hoodie Allen in the back. Dude, I remember like
Yeah.
listening to like the
It was an
montages, like
MW2
bro.
one, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember listening to like Hoodie Allen,
Hoodie, man.
Logic. I remember there was some kid. I remember there was some like No Faith Till Brooklyn. That was a fire montage song. One of my favorites
Or
for sure.
hit.
I
Every
remember,
song had this tagline in it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
dude. I reference that so
Yeah, I
often.
put it on the soundboard, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that one. And so, okay, little inside joke about me. Sorry, real quick, off tangent. I've actually been saying that quote wrong my whole life. I thought it went
Damn,
different,
son, where'd you find that one?
something like that, right? I was like, "Damn, son, where'd you find that?" or some shit like that, right? And I was just saying it wrong my whole life until my friend corrected me, and I'm like, "Bro, that's not
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You right?" So I was saying it wrong the
Certified
whole time.
trap banger.
Real
Yeah,
trap
if you
shit.
didn't, if you didn't ever have Napster and download music that had that at the beginning of every song with like some dude's DJ tag that was like half the intro.
Damn, son.
You're listening to a DJ Holla production. Jazz fizzle, 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 fizzle.
Yeah, that's like,
And I was
holla at
like-
me.
Yeah. It's got like 4 different producer tags. It's like,
Midwest
Musta
Beats. Yep. It's just like it's just like all these different taglines. Then it's like, you think it's gonna start? Then
And
it's
then all of a sudden at the end, if your Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. It's like, they got Metro on this? What the fuck? Like, how many different producers worked on this song?
he's like Metro's only on the outro, bro. You know.
What we didn't realize, it was just one dude in his basement ripping all of these producers' tags and just trying to make it sound like he was making good shit, and he
Hey,
wasn't. So
citing his sources. At least he's trying.
He's
trying, bro.
I think that's just plagiarism. I think that's just copy and paste of someone else's work. But you know, who am I?
Yeah. I'm not that one. We're not
Say
that
something,
one.
fuckers.
No, we're not that
Random
one
speak.
paintball Instagram where, dude, you screen record, mirror it, and fast forward. You ever seen those paintball pages where they just they just screen record someone else's video and they like speed it up by like 2 and just post it on like Facebook.
No,
or something.
we've had. I mean,
So many of those.
There's TikTok pages, Instagram pages. There was also that military influencer, Nico Ortiz, shout out dog, who stole videos from myself, Verbal, Rye Guy, Enrique, and one other person. Made a compilation YouTube video of him reacting to the biggest fails in paintball. The problem is this was right around the time when Rye Guy and Baird were in their whole copyright thing. So Rye Guy was really big on the knowing the legal copyright shit. We all copyright claimed him. That video didn't, like, it came out and then 2 days later it went down. I put mine was up first, so he had like 4 clips from me. Time coded all of them, said, hey, legally that's my content. You didn't ask me about it. You didn't give me any monetization. I asked that you remove it from that video. Took that out. Mine goes down. Video goes back up for like 6 hours. Verbal gets his in. Verbal gets his done. You know, another week later it goes back up. Rye Guy gets his in. And so we were just like, we're going to make this video. Dude, the video was like an 8-minute video. It ended up being like a 5-minute, like really cut up weird video on YouTube after they had to use all the editor stuff. But yeah, so fuck you, Nico Ortiz. You're just kind of a crazy person anyways. I mean, I don't know. That's that whole military influencer side. That's A lot of dudes impregnating wives and doing drugs, and it's a whole wild world over there. Military influencer, Instagram.
Getting girls pregnant?
world.
We're not into that. Hell
What
no.
is that, bro?
No. But getting girls pregnant
hate
when you already
girls.
have a wife and kids at home, and you're telling everyone that you should be an alpha male who cares about their wife and kid. It's a whole
Okay,
thing.
wait,
Shout out to them.
you're
Used to
winning
make
me
great
over.
videos.
You're winning me over. Keep
Hell
talking.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
dog
No, that's
disrespect my
essentially
wife
the
shit.
story. Yeah, that's essentially the story.
Hell yeah.
And then you divorce the original wife and have a kid with the new one. But you do that twice already, so when you do it a third
'cause-
time, it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Well, they
And
go
you
bad
keep
at-
one in your back pocket. Hell yeah.
Yeah, hey, some dudes just got a breeding kink, and fuck, you end up with 8 kids. Shit happens.
Hey, man. I ain't going to shame anybody, but, bro, chill out.
And that's a good point. That dude needs to have 8 kids for the 0 children that Hatch is going to have. Because if the human race is going to survive, Hatch isn't going to help.
Someone's
Hey,
got to
man.
do it.
It's
Yeah.
valid. Someone's got to do it. So, hey, I
Brandon
salute you
might.
guys.
That's why I'm saying he's not. Because, like, I don't know. He
see.
could at some point. I could see that eventually. I'm not going to say either way for him. I'm holding my
Yeah.
judgment.
Oops. There might be an oops every now and then, but whatever. We'll hold our breath.
Please tell me you're not doing a Taylor, Brandon.
Hey, I
Please.
live by
Please,
I
buddy.
live by PKA. I die by PKA. So
Okay, I cannot give you lock and load now. That's an irresponsible gift to give you, knowing the information I now know.
Well, swimmers don't. It doesn't increase swimmers. Just volume.
Oh, but it increases the fluid, which carries the swim. Brandon, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. All right, Michelle's gonna kill you. Yeah, okay, good to know.
It's just a
Good to
bigger
know.
pool, not more swimmers.
Wrong. But fuck, I have no clue where to fucking take us after that. All right. Well, yeah, boys. I guess one last quick topic. I know Brandon wanted to bring this up a little bit tonight. Gaming. So, where'd you want to go with that, Brando? Because I had something I wanted to talk about, but we can, I'll let you talk for a little bit.
Yeah, you mentioned about you jumping back on Christmas Day, right? And
Yeah.
Michelle bought. She bought the Hogwarts game on.
Nice.
Yep, on
Hogwarts Legacy?
the Switch. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy on the Nintendo Switch.
On the worst console to play it on. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, no,
I'm not going to
whatever.
hate. I'm a gamer. I'm
Yeah,
not going to hate.
she just wanted something to play, so that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
she got. She's been playing it. She got it on Christmas, I think, maybe whatever. But she started playing it then, and I'm just like, "Oh fuck, do I do? All right, whatever." Let me turn my Xbox on, and I haven't played that in a long time.
You turn
I
your Xbox on?
Yeah, I turned my Xbox on, and I jumped on. I was like, "Dude, what is there to play that I don't have to update because updates take so fucking long."
Well, no. Okay, sorry, Brandon.
My internet takes so fucking long.
Updates for normal human beings take a very short amount of time, but for you, yes, they take a long
It's gonna take a long time. Yeah. So I was like, dude, what do I got? Oh, I never actually finished Borderlands 3. So I jumped on Borderlands 3. I created a new character and looking forward to Borderlands 4. Eventually playing it. But let me finish Borderlands 3. So started a new character, and that was just on Christmas Day. And then actually it led also that morning I saw that there was a sale on Steam. And again, I have it.
The winter sale always
Yeah.
happens.
Fantastic.
Again,
I
my
will say, sorry, speaking of the Steam winter sale, it has gone downhill. The Steam summer and winter sale back in the day, bro,
I
you used to
completely
be
agree.
getting games for 50 fucking cents. Like, there was in like the 2013, 2014 times, bro, it was ridiculous the deals you could get. But sorry, back to your
Yeah.
point, Brandon. Steam summer sale
Yeah.
or winter sale, you're looking at it.
So again, my laptop that I have, it's an older gaming laptop. I have games on this.
But
I
it's
play.
not the PC that Danny Lincoln never came through and the promise he made on the show.
Danny,
And,
come on.
you know, we
Danny.
love you, Danny, but, you know, I feel like it's
Danny.
important we mention that one last time in this year that you did, you know, say to a friend that you'd give him a gaming PC.
You know,
See.
I'm a check.
you never
I'm a check
did
when
that,
Danny was on,
Danny
dude.
Lincoln.
When was Danny
was-
on?
It was March, bro.
Early,
It was
yeah.
Vegas.
You're absolutely right about that.
So,
Danny.
shout out Danny Lincoln,
Ma-
ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Damn, Daniel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that meme?
Dude, so
was like 8
yeah,
years ago.
I saw the sale and I was looking through it and I was like, damn, I got a lot of games for like $30. So I bought some shit. I bought the the Borderlands like Gearbox collection or whatever, which has all the Borderlands games and all the
everything,
the
all the DLC, all the fucking characters. Like, yeah, it's a lot of
like
content.
That was only $30 or no?
Yep. They had it on sale during summer, and I did the same thing. So yeah, it's just like,
and dude, I love love Borderlands 2. Like
that's one of my
I
favorite
love
games
Borderlands
of all time.
2. And I got
did you
that.
notice, Brandon? Okay. In the Borderlands 4 trailer, there's the part where like the I don't know, guy starts like making noise and like the sound comes in. They used the Borderlands 2 trailer music as like a background sample.
Really?
That like that
with the
Doomsday,
claptrap.
that
Yep.
drum. It's if you listen again, listening for it, you'll hear it and you'll be like, because dude, the second I heard it, I was like, that's fan service. I like you, Gearbox. Thank you. I remember watching that when I was 14.
Yeah, I still go back and watch that Doomsday video.
Such a good trailer, bro.
Whoa.
Doomsday
Oh fuck, dude! Got me so
just,
hyped.
Just 90s kids things.
Yeah, dude. So I bought that collection. I bought Skyrim, the special edition, with all the DLC. Dude.
Okay, Taylor.
Dude. Hey, dude.
Whoa, Skyrim is a good game.
Dude, I got Fallout
is a good
3 Game of the Year edition with all the DLC,
Okay.
and Fallout New Vegas with all the
I was
the
gonna
DLC.
say, is you in Vegas? Okay.
Absolutely. Also got.
Sadly, with the Fallouts, I don't know if that laptop will be able to handle modding.
Oh, modding. It's fine with modding.
It'll run the game,
Yeah,
like the vanilla game, but
We'll see about the
problem
modding.
with the problem with Vegas and Fallout 3, like you need some mods, like a couple just like quality of life things.
I mean, maybe eventually. I never got tired of either of them on the Xbox. No bonds on that.
Oh,
So-
I just mean like when you're playing mouse and keyboard, it just like. It's
Gotcha,
honestly to
because
make
it's
like
not-
shooting feel normal.
It's meant. The game is meant for a controller.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas definitely are. They were console first
I never
games for
thought
sure.
about that.
Absolutely, there are a lot of games
Yeah.
that are still meant like that for sure. Like
I
going
think
back and playing
Fallout
certain games.
4 is definitely more like they had him both in mind, but Fallout 4 is really not that great of a game anyway.
I have a 360 wired controller. I might bust that out for it then.
Damn, hell
I
yeah!
mean,
I mean, if I can't
I
run
don't
any
know if the
mods,
360 would work, but I know a normal.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain.
It might. I'm just 360 controllers are like a decade old at this point, so like I don't know if that game is the API for it, but
I'm pretty sure actually.
super nerdy talk.
I know, Brando. You're not gonna. This is obviously be a crazy investment, but I'm pretty sure. I think Scuff makes a controller where it's literally made by. It's literally a 360 controller.
Yeah.
Just a new like generation one.
Yes.
So it's got like new joysticks and everything.
Yeah,
in
new,
it. That is
improved
sick.
joysticks, but it's like it's literally like it has a fake battery pack on the back, so you can still feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Can I pop it
I
off?
do like
Pop
that.
it off and
Can
everything?
I pop it? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you. I'm pretty sure you can, and you can replace it with paddles.
That's kind of cool.
Which
Like if you want to add them in.
I'm a controller guy sometimes, but I mean I use 2 paddles. Me personally, that's at the most.
I have a Scuff controller. I have 4 paddles on it. Yeah.
Damn, you used the game.
But yeah, so
Black Ops 2 ranked play, no
dude,
joke.
I got all that. I got all the Metro games because that shit was on sale. Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, dude, it's cool. And so I played a little bit of Borderlands 3 on my Xbox, and then when everything got done downloading, immediately jumped on my laptop and booted up Borderlands 2. Has been playing that since, and I watching videos on it. Like, dude, I don't remember my builds. Like, fuck, what do I? Oh, okay, I remember this shit. Where do I get? This is who I got to farm for this shit. All right, yeah. I'm getting back. Fuck, dude. God,
Gotta go
I
find
wanna
that
play it so
Minecraft
much.
Easter egg. Cost and Caverns, baby.
Oh, I forgot about
that's
that.
a BL2 Easter egg. Yep, I just unlocked some core memories there for some of our older members. But yeah, it's funny. We're talking about gaming. Someone just bid on my Shotzi Platinum card. So shout out to you, dude. Appreciate you.
I definitely picked up some games in the winter sale as well, for sure. Did you pick up anything, Ryan?
I didn't. So I didn't from the sale. I did pick up a new game last week. It's a new game to me. It's a very fucking old game. One of the oldest games that exists. I started playing WoW Classic.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't ask me why, all right? I've watched people play it for years. There's a whole big streamer event going on for it. I've never played it. I was 6 when it first came out in 2004. I said, fuck it. Let's go experience what, I have to at least one point in to say I'm a gamer, I have to experience what classic WoW is like. Holy fucking shit, we're walking, dude. We do a lot of walking, man. Oh my God. So, yeah, I mean, I'm even playing as a character where I can teleport around as a mage, but holy shit, just so much of my time, it's like, all right, we killed the 12 things, okay, and auto run. I'm gonna go fill my water. And we're just...
Jesus.
Yep, and it's like,
we're still out of
my
running.
arms up, sit back, relax,
It's definitely it is a slower paced experience for sure than, any MMO I played recently. I did play like New World when that came out, and I played, I guess, yeah, that's my only one. I played some Diablo and stuff like that, but way slower of a game than any of those. But it's very cool to kind of finally experience some of these things that I've heard my whole entire life, and like to actually, be a part of it now is kind of cool. There was a huge like server reset not that long ago, so a lot of people are kind of involved in it. There's a lot of people in the world, you're randomly running into people, you're getting help from them, you're running dungeons and stuff with them. Yeah, very cool experience. I like MMOs, but I don't get like locked into them for life. So it's like I'll play this for probably 3 or 4 weeks, and I'll get to 60, the top level, and then I'll be like, cool, I have no one to do any of the end game stuff with. That was fun.
Jesus.
Okay, so if I am correct, one of the like most OG like gaming memes that ever came from
Leroy?
Yep.
I already knew where you were going.
Dude.
But
I
our boy
love
Leroy.
that clip.
I mentioned him today in a dungeon. I'm not even joking.
Dude, have you...
I was finishing a dungeon for this
clip is
podcast,
so
and
famous.
I mentioned Leroy.
They even put that, like a reference of that clip in Family Guy.
Oh,
no
joke!
joke.
That clip in thousands of things, but
dude, it's just
in
awesome.
the game, there's an orc character now in the retail version named Leroy, who's like one of the towns. Yeah, they immortalized him.
That's what I like. I like when companies do that shit. Yeah, like when Battlefield did it with Ren. Fuck, what's his name?
The guy in the trailer. The guy with the trailer.
The
rocket launcher jumping out of the jet.
You're in a jet, jump out of a jet, hit the
So
jet behind you with a rocket
fire,
launcher,
bro.
get back into the jet. Like an amazing trick shot. CS:GO also did that with
the jumping op.
multiple times, but anytime there was like a huge play in a major, they would put up like a piece of graffiti on the map permanently. So like the 5 ops that Fnatic did on Dust 2 got a graffiti. Happy's 5-man deagle on the corner of Inferno got a graffiti. The 3-man boost that Olaf Meister did on an overpass got a graffiti. I just love examples like that in games where it's like, okay, we saw this thing that one of our competitive players did, and we're gonna immortalize it into our game and kind of show them respect for playing our game and exposing it to so many people.
And not even that, awesome. but doing something so creative, right? Or not even creative, but like that takes an incredible amount of skill to do, right? Like that one with the van, or like the jumping off through the smoke, bro. That clip is awesome.
Oh yeah, you're talking about I can't think of it. Coldzera's jumping off shot. Yeah. Okay. The one that I saw live, I watched this major live. This was when I was in the peak of gaming. It was Happy's 5-man deagle on Inferno. Go look up that clip real quick, please. It'll take like 45 seconds. Watching it live, holy fucking shit, man. It's just one of those moments you'll never forget in your life, because it's essentially Envy, the team that the player who's on gets the 5K on. They're on an eco round. Hatch, you played Valorant. They're only on deagles, so essentially they have just pistols. The other team has rifles and all the gear they want to try and win the round. And one man literally stops the whole entire enemy team in the course of about 10 seconds with 5 shots.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful.
I'm watching it right now.
You're watching it right now. I see that smile. Yep. And the caster goes crazy too. Happy with one thing.
Yeah, and I fucking I love watching plays like that, because I love seeing creativity where it, because if you're looking at it from like the spectator mode, we can see everybody through the wall. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
You're like, dude, these guys are cheating. But then you watch their perspective, and it's like, no, every time that smoke comes, they hit those shots. It's just this time it worked. Like, people call Shroud out all the time for cheating, and it's like, no, he just realizes that's probably where you're going to be. I'm going to put bullets over there, and 80% of the time he's right, because he's Shroud. He's been playing, Counter-Strike since he was 4, and like he just naturally kind of has an intuition. Just like how you guys fucking on a field, you're like,
absolutely,
all right, well, everyone's dead over here. I'm going to imagine it's probably just, these 3 or 4 bunkers they could be in.
Exactly, right. So great segue right there between paintball and there, for sure.
Exactly, man.
One thing I want to say while we're still on gaming,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
So
Last
one
time
game
about
that
gaming.
I picked up on the winter sale that I've been playing that's new to me. I'm pretty sure it came out last year, but me and my best friend JB, we've been playing this game called the Outlast Trials. Right. So Outlast
on Discord.
Very scary game. Right. A lot of people know it's like some of people's the scariest game that
One of
they've
the
ever played.
original like big viral horror games I remember.
Without a doubt, right? So in that game, it was like you had a video camera, that was how you saw night vision. But this is more of like, it's almost like Saw Simulator, where you're put in this game and you are just tortured almost in a way. And you just got to do all these, you got to do all these puzzles and stuff. And it is insanely gory and graphic, bro. I'm just like, what the fuck are these people thinking when they put this stuff together?
Are your pants on or off while you're playing?
Off, obviously.
Off.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I just
I
want
could
to
already
know
guess
I
that.
wasn't going to be the
Yeah.
weird one.
I have my left
Yeah.
sock on only.
The left one, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, one gets
I
sweaty.
mean, you need one, to clean up.
I know my base is my right, but whatever.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that's just one game that I've been playing a little bit. Very interesting, very scary. Not my style. Usually not my style of game, but sheesh, I guess had a lot of fun on it.
Yeah. No, it's dope. Yeah, I mean, gaming in general, it's sick. I'll probably jump out of it again though. It's just how it goes with gaming for me. I feel like I have time, especially dude, it's Christmas. I was like, bro, my family's not here. I FaceTimed them, talked to them for a good, it's like 30 minutes or so. I was on FaceTime with them. That was great. And then I was like, I literally can't do anything. Like, I can't, there's no work to be done. Like, everything's closed. So, all right, we'll fucking play WoW, I guess. We'll watch a streamer and hang out.
I guess
Hell
we'll
yeah.
do this. I guess we'll be a nerd. I love it.
Yep. I guess we will be. All right, boys. Well, it does seem like that topic is exhausted. So I think it's time to get on into this. Are you
Let's hit
guys
it.
ready for the first annual FTS Award Show, ladies and gentlemen? Give it to us. Yep, thank you.
Let me
Thank you.
tighten up
Appreciate
my
it.
invisible tie.
Yep. Get it buttoned on up. All right, calm down. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we are doing a From the Sidelines award show to kind of recap and wrap up the 2024 year. There are some contestants who've been added in from previous years because we haven't done these in the past. This is something we, do want to kind of start doing as like the end of the year type thing. I think it's fun to do. All of us kind of voted on these opinions together. We do think maybe in the future we can open it up to maybe of our Patreon viewers and something like that. I think that would be a cool way to get you guys involved as well. But yeah, we'll talk about that more in the post show. So Patreon viewers, stay tuned for that. But we have how many categories do we got? We got we have 7 different categories tonight, and almost all of them have multiple nominees. So I think round of applause for us for actually doing our job, pre-producing a little bit.
Is that list
Love
you sent us?
guys.
Is that the final?
The final. Let me here. I'll send that to you guys right now.
Sweet, because I was just curious because the one you sent me was before you and I talked on the phone.
Yeah. Boom, and then it's bigger than one screenshot now, so I gotta do that. All right, cool.
That's how much we care. Bigger than one screenshot, everybody. That's how much we care.
It's bigger than one screenshot.
Bigger than one screenshot. You got to scroll down for this one.
That's 100% true. All right, there you go, boys. That way you guys have the list as well. I will go ahead and, I will host these. So, ladies and gentlemen, first one of the night. I think it is important that not only do we recognize and nominate the best of the best this year, I think it is also important that we recognize and nominate the worst of From the Sidelines.
100%.
So we're gonna get started with our worst of categories. So we have our worst mic appearance on the show, and this one doesn't just take place in the year of 2024. This is for all the years on the show. Our nominees, ladies and gentlemen, are Keith Brown. Love you, Keith. That was
Good
just
one.
a bad episode. I think
Swag
you just moved
K.
in that one. Our other nominees, Jared and Brett Martin. Pretty good audio, just, it could have been better, especially
Great
for those guys. I
conversation.
think it was is twins on one mic, not using any headphones. Shit happens, it's tight. And our third nominee, Papa Ironman. From Brandon's 100th episode. I think anyone who listens to that episode can just generally agree. Yeah, that was pretty shitty audio.
Never mind. We'll talk about it. I'll talk about this after. Sorry. Keep going.
We can. All right. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the award for the worst mic. It is going to Michael Baird, Papa Ironman. Congratulations.
Let's
Round of
freaking
applause.
go. Papa Ironman. That's my dad too. That's my dad too. Let's go!
Sidelines history. No one will ever beat how horrible his audio sounded. It didn't sound bad to us at the time, but holy fucking shit, it was not great. So yeah, congratulations to Michael Baird for winning the worst mic award.
You know,
do you want to say anything for him? As
I got it. You know, he look. I ruined his paintball career. He came on and ruined our podcast. You know, so I right now I think we're even.
Fair point. Fair
even.
trade. He never gets to talk about it ever again.
Nope, absolutely not. You know,
Or
and you got an
anytime he
award.
brings it up, now you get to
I
bring
didn't win
up
an
that-
award. Yeah, I didn't win an award for ruining his paintball career. So
That's true. And you haven't won a pro event, so he still has that over you too.
Fuck.
hey, let me just say, coming from the son that he coming from the son that he chose. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say, love you, Papa Iron Man. Well deserved. But we were talking the night when we were at
So off topic already.
At their house. I was like, Brando, this is what I got so far. I was talking business, Brian. While we were partying, I'm talking business. I'm like, yo, dude,
Why are we
for the
talking
award
behind
show,
the scenes on the show? Okay.
right? I'm like, yo, what do you think we should do? Because I was like, worst mic, that's definitely got to go to your dad. And then, no joke, I'm whispering that to Brando. Then Cedar and Yvonne turn around and they go, oh, dude, definitely worst mic ever. I listen to every episode. Worst by far. And I'm like, damn. All right. Makes sense.
All right, great anecdote. Thank you, Hatch. Appreciate
Yeah,
that,
baby.
man. So, all right, congratulations. There you go, Michael Baird. Let's keep it going. Now we're going to be jumping into, I guess, our other worst of category. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure of mine to hand out this award to one of us on the panel tonight. The shortest co-host of From the Sidelines. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one nomination. That's Brandon Brando Baird.
Let's fucking go! That's my boy! That's my boy!
That's how it is. Yeah, he always win that award. 5 years from now, we're still going to be giving that award to him. Love you, buddy. You're short as fuck. You're a little midget. Glad that you're here.
Dude, could you imagine?
Thank you.
Could you imagine?
Just get on your knees.
I got off the pedestal. I got off my step stool. You know,
Has there
we're
ever
good
been
now.
an award
This is how
show?
he is, yeah.
Has there ever been an award show where there has been a father and a son that won an award in the same award show? Has that ever even happened before?
For the being bad, I don't know. Yeah,
Dude.
for both not being good awards, yeah, I think no.
With this,
I've been
we're
told
making
I'm perfect
history
paintball
here.
size. I'm perfect paintball size. All right, perfect paintball size.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
True. Do you look down on Kyle Spica, or is he even taller than you?
You know, I might have like half an inch on him. I think I do. I think I really do have like half an inch on him.
No, you and
hard to
Axel are close enough to where you got to do like the put your forehead together and go across.
Yeah,
You guys-
I still,
you guys really
I
should,
still have my
like,
tippy toes.
Fucking ate your Wheaties or something as you're growing up or something. But
Hell yeah.
All right, so shortest co-host of the year, Brandon Brando Baird. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for
guys.
joining me and Hatch on the show. Please get back on your pedestal.
Okay.
Just sit normally on your chair, you fucking weirdo. All right, well, let's get into some better awards, some awards that aren't for the worst of the worst. We're going to start out with a fatherly one. This is one that Hatch brought to the table, which is hilarious to me because everyone here knows if you've
My
been a
dad's not on
listener
that list.
That's not what I was going to say, but I was going to say Hatch is trying to find a dad to replace that one. So, the best appearance by a father mid-show during this year, we have two nominations for this. We have Papa Day, who is Gavin Day's father. He joined us during his episode a little bit. We got to hear a little background about what sport he prefers Gavin to play. So that was a fun little intro to Papa Day. And then we also got to hear from Papa Lewis on our episode with his son, Brody Lewis. He jumped on in for a bit, and we had some great moments with him. So Papa Louie and Papa Day.
Brando's dad doesn't get another nomination. No way.
Nah, we don't
No
want
way.
him back.
No way. If you win a worst of category, you can't win a best of in the same year. That's not how that works.
Hell yeah.
So, best appearance by a father mid-show during the podcast in the year of 2024 is Papa Lewis. We have gone ahead and decided. Congratulations. There's your round of applause.
Love you, Papa
So,
Louie.
the week after, you guys had a great time with him out in Chicago.
Absolutely. Like, one thing I will say.
Sorry, AC. But yeah, he's a great guy, great patron of the sport. We love the things that he's kind of doing to help promote his son in the game and kind of support him. So we love to see that.
It was really cool. It was really cool seeing Papa Louie at the event because not only like he came. I didn't see him at first, and he actually came up to me and was like, I appreciate everything you've done. Broadcasting my son. It's really cool what you guys are doing for the sport. And just talking to a man like
Very
that,
respectful guy.
shaking his hand, I could tell that the character behind that handshake
school
was
dude.
very good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So shout out to Papa
Louie.
Louie. And let me also just say, the nominee, Papa Day, got Bojangles. I love me some Bojangles. He's a cool guy. I got to really
Have you ever
know
had
him.
Bojangles, Hatch?
No.
Bojangles is a fast food restaurant in the South, by the way.
Is it?
we-
Okay.
It's fire.
Yeah, we
well,
have
I guess
the
not
real
even the
Bojangles.
South, East Coast.
Yeah, we got the
'cause
real
I had it in
Bojangles,
North
the
Carolina,
live one.
but yeah.
But yeah, overall,
It's
it's honestly just really cool seeing these dads just really supporting their kids in the sport of paintball. That stuff is really cool to see. You know, I mean,
I wonder why you feel that way, Hatch.
no, well, I mean, I got that fulfillment. I had a mom that I got double the fulfillment because not only did my mom have to be my mom, she had to be my dad as well. Like she had to do both roles. She had to take care of me. So without a doubt. So
It
so
explains a lot about
best
this generation of kids.
best
raised
best
by their
mom award. I'm
mothers.
gonna throw this one on there.
Let's
Best
go.
mom award going to Mama Hatch for me personally.
Well, I mean, okay, I can't debate you there. So,
So,
okay,
goes
Mama
without
Hatch,
saying.
there you
Hey,
go.
thank you. I
Side
appreciate
award.
that.
She
I
doesn't get an
appreciate
applause.
that
It's
one.
not an official
No,
award.
not
but
at all.
I'll
Threw
let-
that
I'll
one
let
up
Hatch have it.
on the spot. I appreciate that. So,
All right, well let's keep it moving, guys. We have also nominated a couple people for our next category, the Best Hair of the Year award. It comes down to a hard fight. As you guys know, around these parts, we have two men who compete quite a lot in this category. Obviously, the first nomination, you're looking at him. He's on your screen now. Stephen Hatch.
That's me, baby.
I mean, you're always going to be up there with that mullet. It's timeless.
appreciate
It's been
that.
growing over the years since I first met you in 2021. It has become nothing more than superb. So
Absolutely.
definitely, you deserve this nomination for Best Hair of the Year for the From the
thank
Sidelines
you, man.
podcast.
I appreciate that. And let me just say, Lastro, your hair, dude. There's obvious biasm here. You know, I love you very much, and your hair is I'm very fond of your hair, brother. So,
So,
go ahead.
as you just spoiled, the other nomination in the category, because I didn't announce him yet,
Sorry, my
is
bad.
Lastro Lopez, who is the other mullet king on the show. We're picking straws here. This is hard to pick. And I will be real, Brandon. Who else is even coming close to
No,
being the
okay.
best hair on the show?
Let me just say, shout out to everybody who ever has had a mullet because I have pressured them into it.
You know,
Shout out to everybody. You're the real winner. Everybody that's tried.
honestly, the only other person that you could have thrown up here, actually, to be a little funny, was Caden, because they all three kind of look the same from the back, or with some headgear on. You know,
You know, there was actually
it's all the same person.
no. There was a photo.
Joke. That's my bad.
No, there was a photo that I texted him the other
You're a
day where I was
better writer.
like, "Damn, no wonder people really thought." Because it's like a picture where we're walking to dinner and Polly Clough, a big old tall Paul, doing a big old selfie like a skyscraper in the air, and it's a aerial view of us basically. And god damn, we look so similar with the hair. I was like rubbing my eyes like, what the fuck? Who's who? But so definitely,
You done?
yep.
All right. Love that. So, best hair of the year. We got to give a winner to one of these two men. Obviously, the mullets are going to be strong. Let's see. I want to see someone beat this next year. Someone come on with like an airsoft fatty type cut. Make me have to choose you. That would be amazing, and I would love that. But for this year, the winner of the Best Hair of the Year award winner is... Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lastro Lopez. Lastro
Let's
Lopez,
go!
Congratulations.
Appreciate you,
To be
Lastro.
honest, I couldn't give two awards to people on the show. That's why you won, buddy. But hey, congratulations. Fourth member of our broadcast studio, Lastro Lopez, our boots on the ground correspondent. We appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, Best Hair of the Year award goes to him. Let's keep it moving, gentlemen. We got a big category up next. This one, it's not as objective. It's definitely a more just subjective metric that we have to look at. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the most viewed episode of the year. And this is only taking podcasts from this year, and this is taking the audio and the video into account. The video is obviously public on the YouTube side if you want to see that, but the audio numbers are hidden. That's just how Spotify and all that shit works. So we have compiled all the data. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the top 4 numbers right here. The top 4 episodes of this year, in no particular order, were live from NXL World Cup, episode number 119. Maddie Marshall, episode number 76. Brody Lewis, episode number 107. And last but not least, Colt Lukow, episode number 86. Your top 4 from the years, and let's be real, that's a stacked lineup of people. I I will say, a little shocking to see the Brody one up there, but hey, shout out to him. A lot of people wanted to hear his story. We love that. We had some other great big name guests on this year, and Brody was edging them out. So shout out to the kid. You got some fans out there, man. People want to see you go far in this game. But ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one winner of the most viewed episode of the year, and the numbers have been tallied and crunched, and we have found. The most viewed episode of the year of 2024 was Matty Marshall, episode number 76. This should be no surprise to anyone. One of the biggest people in our game. We love Matty. We had a great conversation with him. Hope to have him back on in the next year. Kind of doing a... All right, calm down, applause. Kind of doing a, once a year type thing with him. Love to check in with him, but, I mean, man's busier than all hell.
Yeah, damn straight. And fun fact, he was our first guest in 2024.
That is true. He started us out strong, and it was funny because I remember booking it with him. He's like, "Why do you want to wait so long into January?" And I was like, "Well, we'll get into the off season. We'll have some stuff to talk about." It was a great time with him. So yes, most viewed episode of the year was Matty Marshall, number 76. If you want to go back and check that one out for you, but all of those are great shows live from NXL World Cup. It was so good to see you guys again, to be back in person doing a live show again.
Oh yeah.
The Brody Lewis one we talked about, and then obviously any show with Colts, a banger.
Yeah,
he's supposed to come on soon. I'm not saying a date because with that man, you never know what's going to happen. So hopefully we have him on soon. But yeah, no. So a lot of great episodes there if you want to go back and watch any of them.
Yeah, I will say the World Cup one, it's a little surprising because we had audio issues then during that show.
But that show blew up on YouTube. A lot of people. I don't know, some search thing about NXL World Cup popped off, and people clicked on our video, so we appreciate that.
Maybe we had calling out the winners. Who knows?
Maybe it is.
Maybe
know
it was
what?
Goddamn.
Views.
Maybe that
I'm
was.
not fully sure, but yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next category. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be hotly contested. Some people are going to be upset. Some people are going to be happy. But in the end, there can only be one winner. You guys ready to get into this next one? How are we doing out there in the crowd?
Absolutely.
How are we doing?
Yeah, baby!
Yeah! Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Go!
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's freaking go.
Right. Okay. Calm it down. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next award up tonight is a special one to me. Without the people who are nominated in this award, this podcast doesn't exist. I know I was joking 20 seconds ago. I'm not anymore. I'm being dead serious. The people who are nominated in this award they're genuinely some of my favorite people, who weekly we hear feedback from, support from the show. They're constantly listening to the show. They're just some, they're some of our biggest, supporters and fans. We want to give some of them a recognition. But ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one who wins the From the Sidelines Fan of the Year. So what we took into account for this was, who's using the code word, who's letting us know they're listening to every episode, who's involved on the Patreon. Spoiler alert, that does help. If you're paying us money every week, we like you. Or I guess every month, not every week. It's not that expensive. So we added a couple of those things in. Who's, leaving comments on podcasts, who's always reaching out to us. We compiled a list of about 5 names here, and we all voted on one winner. So let's go through our nominations first. Same thing in random order, no particular order. Every single one of these guys, they're a champion to us, and they deserve their shout out here on the show. Let's start off our Canadian to the north, Mr. Christopher Struck. Appreciate you, buddy. Always getting feedback from you in the Facebook DMs. I hate they use Facebook, but I'll still answer them. Appreciate that. Next up, another guy always hitting up the DMs, Mike Ryan, always giving his feedback and comments on the show. One of the guys who, he brought me down here, Anthony Hernandez, big member of the Patreon, a big supporter of the show, still, putting on for FTS, put us on the jersey. So love you, Anthony. Chris Cedar, I know we talked about him earlier. We were giving him his shit, but man, he listens to every show. He's always there for us. He's been a guest on the show in the past when we needed a person to fill in. So Chris, you're definitely nominated as well. And then last but not least, Thomas McClafferty, I think that's how you say his last name, but everyone online knows him as Schwartz Cable, GWP.
Hell yeah.
One of the GOATs when it comes to understanding how to support any type of content for free.
First comment.
Every single week, there's a comment. Every single week, he's liking, making sure he's watching the podcast.
Great guy.
He's one person on this list who's not a part of the Patreon, and there's a reason for it. he makes up for it. You know, we every week we tell you guys the ways that you can support us for free without any monetization. Every week he does every single one of them. We appreciate his support, and yeah, he definitely deserves his nomination tonight.
Nice.
I gotta get a deep breath in, ladies and gentlemen, because there can only be one. So from that 5 list of names, we had to pick one, and we all unanimously kind of came to this name pretty quick, because even though every single one of these people is constantly supporting the show, there is one. I guarantee you can set your clock to it. Every Wednesday, we get a fucking text from this guy breaking down his favorite moments of the podcast, including in the code word, talking about what he's excited for, looking to next in the show.
Not only that, adding his own little personal touch. So
FTS's fan of the year for the year of 2024 is none other than Mike Ryan. Give him his round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give him his hand.
Love you, Mike Ryan.
Absolutely love you, buddy. From the beginning, from some of the earliest days of this podcast, he has constantly been always kind of messaging us, reaching out to us, you know, talking what he appreciates, what he thinks we could do better on, giving us creative feedback. We seriously appreciate you, Mike. You know, a small award like this really doesn't do much, but we did want to give some appreciation for your support over the year. And yeah, so if you want to try to win it next year, do what he did, because goddamn, all 3 of us were like, it can't be anyone other than Mike.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, I'm biased. I am biased because he really came in clutch and proved that Brando's gay when it came to street ball and made my team beat his team in a 1-on-3 clutch. In a 1-on-3 clutch. He said, "This is some Mike Ryan type shit. Put me in, coach."
You know what?
And I said,
"You know what? I forgot about that. I revoke my vote."
He's mad. Oh, let's go.
The award has been given, Brandon. It is
go,
officially
baby.
too late.
Oh, my God.
You had up until about 5 minutes ago to text me and change your vote.
I was so
anymore.
Good, dude. He really
God,
clutched
Mike.
for me, bro. He really clutched for me, dude. So let me just say, that shit was awesome.
Yeah, congratulations to Mike Ryan. Brandon, Hash, you guys anything you want to say to him?
I'll never forget that moment when he really solidified himself as a dog, DAWG dog. He solidified himself. So for that, dude, I thank you. And you know what? Just for that, Mike Ryan, for that, give you a good old fashioned
Hatch. Let Brandon talk, please.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. As you said, they all give us feedback. Whether it's through DMs, through talking to us. Mike does it in any way he can. You know, he'll DM us, he'll see us at the field, and excuse me, talk to us, and it's awesome. Genuine fan. Loves paintball. Love the guy.
Genuine friend.
Yeah, friend. Yes, I love seeing him at Extreme Paintball, the paintball store, Extreme. I just could sit there and talk with him for a while.
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
When I was making my drive down here, Mike was one of the few people kind of reaching out, you know, kind of checking in on me and making sure I was good to get out here. He's been wishing me luck and nothing but the best. So yeah, Mike, little tip of the cap there.
Love you, brother.
You know, appreciate you. FTS's fan of the year, Mike Ryan.
Yeah, baby. Love you, bro.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been counting at home, that is 6 award categories, which means we're down to the final one. That is what 7 minus 6 is. So we have obviously saved the best for last. And this one, these two do not know who won. I tallied the votes just before the show. I've not revealed it to any of them yet. And we do have a winner. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time that we announce your nominees for the From the Sidelines Guest of the Year 2024.
Who's it going to be?
First up, and as always in no particular order, first up we have Scott Sullivan from Fish Tank and a whole bunch of other cool MDE projects. It was awesome to get to talk to him and kind of glimpse into that world a little bit. Had a great time with him.
Love that guy.
Another one of those guys that, you know, we've kind of been talking to and been friendly with throughout the year since then. Very much appreciate you, Scott. We had a great time with you. One of our other favorite guests of the year, and the reason why he is nominated tonight, Joe Barrett. We had an amazing conversation with Joe. Honestly, it is up there as one of my top 5 podcasts I think we've ever done.
I agree.
There's a reason he went on to make Paintball Passport, and if you haven't listened to that show yet, I highly recommend that you add it to your podcast rotation. Joe is an amazing storyteller. He's just a great guy in general. We loved having him on the show this year. So, nomination for Guest of the Year, Joe Barrett. Next
Hell
up, we have the man, our boy, Scott Stewart. Comes on the show multiple times. He always is down to help us out. We love having him on. He's one of the most dedicated people I think I've ever had the privilege of talking to. And so it's always a great time when we get him on the pod. And yeah, so Scott Stewart, nomination for Guest of the Year. Next up, Maddie Marshall. Do I have to explain? It's Maddie fucking Marshall. He's the Guest of the Year nomination. All right. Yeah. Period. Mm-hmm. And finally, rounding out the Guest of the Year nomination. It's kind of a shocker one, but one that when I think we all looked at the list, we kind of agreed on. Brody Lewis brought a lot of great energy to the show. Really, it was cool to talk to him and hear his kind of perspective on the game. Being younger than a lot of the other people in it, he views things differently, and it was a great time to talk to him. So yeah, Brody Lewis nomination for Guest of the Year. All right, gentlemen, it's that time. Are you guys ready?
I was born ready.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, to explain how we did the voting on this one, because there's only 3 of us, and like we said, next year we do plan to open this up to Patreons and some other people. What we did is we went ahead and did it as a stack ranking system. So each of us picked our top 3. First place gained 3 votes. Second place gained 2 votes. Third place gained 1 vote. I added up all those numbers, and we found who got the most votes, and thus who was voted as the Guest of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to present for the final time tonight the Guest of the Year for the From the Sidelines Awards of 2024 is none other than Scott Stewart, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go! I knew that was coming.
Round of applause. Very much deserved round of applause.
Agreed.
Okay, simmer down, people. The reason I had to give this to Scott is there's been no one who's been on this show more than Scott. He is our most by the numbers guest on the show. Every time we have him on, it is a amazing conversation. He is always down to talk about whether it's paintball heavy topics or stuff outside of it. As you guys all know, we can go fucking wild places. He is always down. He, the whole weld stuff and all that is kind of a side part to it, but his connection getting us involved with those guys and also the things that he does with that community in Texas, love to see it in general. I think he's a great patron not only for paintball, but he's a blast to have on here. He creates great times and great podcasts, and yeah, can't wait to have him back on again. So yeah, Guest of the Year for us, it was voted on by the 3 of us, is Scott Stewart.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to stack on Scott Stewart, with Welts, he's been with us on the podcast for a while now, and he really did, at least in my eyes, this is my personal opinion, he truly did take a risk on us sponsoring us, because we're not the most politically correct corporate suit and ties that just gonna say anything that people want to hear.
How many times have you said faggot on this show, dog?
Exactly, right? So you know what I'm saying, and the fact that he's willing to stick with us, because let us be ourselves in our own creative space, and and sponsor us in that way, that just says a lot. And he's just a great guy, great character. And
he's a NorCal boy, all right? He gets it, okay?
Absolutely.
We both claim Texas now, but can't get rid of our roots, all right? There's something about that NorCal water. It raises men up there.
Absolutely. So, hey, Scott, love you, brother. Thank you for everything you do for us on the podcast and in the game of paintball, without a doubt. Thank you.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Great conversations. Love having Scott on. Love seeing him at the fields, the tournament as well.
Yep.
When I know Scott's the guest, like, dude, we're gonna have a good time.
He's gonna be a good flow.
We're gonna have a good time. Yeah. So, Scott Stewart.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
excited for.
So,
we're gonna have him on again, so sooner or later.
I mean, we just had him on a couple weeks ago, so
no
yeah,
more.
we can't.
No.
He has got to win again for it to
Yeah,
happen again.
you win, you can't come on anymore.
Oh
What?
shit!
No, that's not. That's not. A rule. That's not. No, I'm the producer who handles bookings. But yeah, so from the sidelines, FTS Award Show for the year 2024, the worst mic, Papa Ironman, the best appearance by a father mid-show, Papa Lewis, shortest co-host, obviously Brandon, best hair of the year, Lastro Lopez, most viewed episode of the year, Maddie Marshall, episode number 76, the fan of the year is Mike Ryan, and one last time, our guest of the year is Scott Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to everyone who's tuned into the show over the year, who's, whether it's, like our fans of the years who've gotten into commenting and doing all that stuff, or if it's just simply throwing it on, being a lurker, never telling us about it. We appreciate you. Obviously, there were some rocky times during parts of this year. I think we got through those with some poise and grace. And I'm immensely proud of what we've done over here on this podcast. Let's be real. When Play the Game turns their podcast on, they stand to make income from that. Those boys are, they're taking some stuff in. They've got a Patreon of 500 plus people. They get views. When Spick and Span shows their show on, just watch their chat. They're getting paid for it. When shows like us and In the Pits do it, we do it because we fucking love it. This show profits $0. The monetization that comes from it goes to paying for Adobe, AutoCut, and Riverside. That's just simply it.
And this is a passion project.
All three of us are here because we love doing this. We've given 2 years of our lives to this project now, not because it makes any of us any financial sense to do so, but because it's fun to come here and talk shit with your best friends, and being able to do so even for the small audience that we've gathered. Dude, it's the fucking best, man. I love doing this podcast. I love doing it with you guys. 2024 was a great year for us. I think 2025, we already have some great things lined up and planned for.
Yes.
So I sincerely from the bottom of my heart wanted to thank anyone who's tuned into the podcast this year, and anyone who's listening now has made it to this point. Because we're not here without any of you. Hopefully, maybe a couple of years from now we get to a point where we can start putting more time into this. We can start making some upgrades. Brandon's internet can't be as shitty, like things like that. But for now, it's it's a passion project. We're not profiting. We're not even really making money. But at the end of the day, we're doing it because it's a fuck ton of fun to do. And I enjoy every Tuesday or Monday night tonight when we come on here to do the show. So I wanted to end the award show with that tonight. Show's not over. We still got a little bit more time to go.
Definitely.
But definitely wanted to give kind of my heartfelt thanks to anyone who tunes in and supports the podcast, whether it's monetary or not.
Absolutely, and it's very hard to not get emotional right now about it, because obviously I'm gonna get personal about it with the whole podcast thing, because I convey myself on this podcast to you guys. Know me very, very well. I don't hide very much. Right, I'm very open. Right, 2024 was one of the hardest years I've ever had in my entire life. Ever. The challenges that I faced, I would never wish on my greatest enemy. Right, and so I just want to say that the fact that I get to come here and talk to people about it, and there are people that message me and they're saying, "Dude, what you were saying, that is so relatable, bro. Like, thank you for saying that." And so to anybody that's ever been questioning who they are, like, hey, who do I want to be? We're glad you listened to the podcast, seriously. And without you guys, we are nothing.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at shows, like the ones I mentioned, ourselves, In the Pits, the Center 50. There's probably a couple other shows I'm just forgetting right now, and I apologize to those creators. But guys, a majority of the monetization of podcasts and paintball is taken up by 3 shows.
100%.
Play the Game, and I hate to say it, I love you, Dan. You've been a guest on the show, but his show within the first 3 months has gathered more sponsors than most of us combined. And good on those guys. I'm not hating on those guys because, and we've talked about this before, the more people listening to Paintball Podcast, the more viewers we're going to get in general, and then eventually, we will grow. So I'm not hating. I just want to bring, to our audience's point, like, the support that you give us, it does mean a lot to us. We see the individual things because we're still at a point where, we are on the smaller side, and those other podcasts could probably relate to some of the things I'm saying. But we're here. We're trying to make good content. We're coming up with new things. Hopefully we'll have some more guests in the future. We did have a couple guests cancel on us in December, which is why it's been mostly just the boys recently. It's one of the most shitty part about scheduling guests is a lot of the times they just don't shut the fuck up. Then kind of throws everything into whack. But those of them who do, everyone who came through this year, we appreciate you guys. You definitely, you help us create better content. You help us have awesome conversations, and you help the audience also learn about you guys in ways that they didn't know before.
I would thank you. I was just about to say that. I think that the podcast gives a lot of people that have never really had a voice to tell stories that would never ever be heard.
And we don't even have a big voice, bro.
Exactly, we don't even have a big.
We're still tiny, but
the fact is, dude, imagine, right? Look at it in old times, how loud you would have to talk to have 20 people around you here.
Gotta get in the town square, baby.
Exactly.
Town crier.
Right, and so the fact is that
yeah.
Exactly, the fact that we're able to go on our soapbox every single week and preach to you guys just our bullshit, it's just like, I can't compare that feeling to anything else.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
I heard her. She's
I'll break another chair.
Damn, don't
No, I'm
threaten
just kidding.
that.
I swear I won't do that. I swear.
But yeah, no, and so that's something. It's been on my mind a lot the past couple weeks, and I wanted to bring that up just because I want people to be aware that when you do something for 2 years and you still see no reward from it from a like time or financial sense, there's got to be other motivating factors. And I mean, fuck, these dudes know. We've had so many conversations of like, do we keep doing this? Like wasting just time of our days. But the conversation always ends with, well, what the fuck else are we going to do on Tuesday?
Exactly.
So, all right, well, I guess we're going to keep doing the podcast.
It's at the point to where it's like muscle memory.
And it's not from a lack of not wanting to do it. It's from that like point of just kind of, feeling burnt out at times where you're like,
absolutely,
damn, I see them doing this. I see them doing this. How do we do something like that? It comes and goes. You got waves in this life.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, dude, it is so much easier to get down and not do something and give up. It is so much easier to fucking sit on the couch and not do what you're destined for, right? And that's one
100%.
big thing. That's one big thing that we
easy
talk
to quit.
about, right? And they're like, thank fuck, none of us have had a horrible day on the exact same day, right? But there are some times where we come in.
All of us have had horrible days.
Exactly, right? Like, dude, the phone call that I got before we started recording, bro, my heart broke. My heart was breaking.
I
Right?
thought it was going to be just a Ryan and I show.
But let me tell you, I love you guys on the podcast, and Ryan and Brando, I love you guys so much, dude. This is second nature to me now, right? The podcast is not only part of my personality, but this is part of my life.
Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. It's funny because the way my family looks at it and everything, it's like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday night. He's got to be doing the podcast. Like that's just that's what I do on Tuesday nights. And I guess to kind of stack on what you're saying, like. Yeah, there's been times I've come to this podcast and you guys have seen it, I've just been straight up crying because I've just, went through a crazy fight with my family or some shit in the past when I was living there and like all that stuff. And, you have the conversation of like, I can't be funny right now, so how do we like, go and schedule another time or figure out something like that? And, every time we always do.
And truly thank God for my boys, straight up. Because there have been times where I'm like, fuck, dude, like how am I even supposed to be happy in this situation after the conversation that I just had? But
and
my
what's
boys
crazy
lift me up to
every
where
time after we do the show, you always feel better.
Exactly. Every single time. I've never left the show feeling angry, upset. There have been times where I've been like, man, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But,
There's
fucking
been times
whatever.
you've annoyed the hell out of me on the pod. I'll be 100% honest, Hash.
And that's
but
okay. That's okay.
You've gotten better. That's just you not knowing how to host a podcast. But, hey, you're getting better with every show, man. It's 127. How could you not?
Hey, 2 years down, baby. More to go.
Hatch night one is a lot different of a person.
Without a doubt. I'm actually terrified. I think it'd be funny if we did on the post show one day an analyze of our very first episode.
So sadly,
that would be crazy.
Some of them have been lost. Well, there's still the version on like the RSS feed, but my hard drive, I looked into it the other, I don't know, a couple months ago. Some of those episodes are corrupted.
No
way.
way.
So we don't have the local save file.
So we're just
now
all on
it's
the
also
internet.
like I could never get rid of the RSS feed. I'm gonna be paying money for that RSS feed for the fucking rest of my life, I guess. So yeah, there you
Holy
go.
Shit. Do you know which one in particular? Like off the top of your head, any of them?
It's a lot of the first episodes. I think something happened with that hard drive and that section like corrupted. I don't know how.
Shit. Okay. So but you still got a lot of your other videos from that era, or no?
It was saved in different parts of the drive, so I imagine I don't know. I'm not a fucking data specialist, but those videos work and the audio doesn't. I don't know why, which is sad. But they still exist. They're just really fucking bad. I don't recommend that you go back and listen to them, but you always can if you want to.
It is absolutely bananas to think of the way
Goes
we
to Austin.
started. Right? It is so different the way we started compared to where we are now.
Oh, 100%.
And
Different
let me
software, different-
also just say this is a little personal nominee, but this kind of did put us in a breakout where we were like, you know what? We're gonna fucking make the commitment. We're gonna get face cams, and we are going to like really get into this style, right? And that was Dylan filmed it. I remember there was one night where he was on his phone and he came in and he's like, oh, like, you guys don't mind if I turn my camera on or not? All of us are obviously like, no, dude, no problem. You can have your camera on. You know, I was like, you know what? I'll put mine on too. Right?
I didn't have one at the time, but it was funny because he mentioned, he's like, yeah, we used to like jump on Skype all the time, and you like have it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah. Like that, it was fun. And that incepted the idea in all of our heads of starting to do video. That week I bought a webcam, and
absolutely, literally, because I remember one thing he said.
That's what lost us our other two hosts, because they did not want to do video.
Absolutely, but dude, the thing is that comes with
We gained Brandon.
the thing is that comes with growth. There will always be losses. And those losses, sure, they are tragic, but do we grow from it? And without a doubt, we are a better podcast.
100%.
1,000%. I couldn't even imagine having some of the conversations that we have now with some of those people. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Right?
No, good point. And we also don't come on the podcast and just blow ourselves the whole time. So, you know, we're already doing better than some other paintball shows.
Right? And, you know, another thing is that a big characteristic that I love in a
you
lot
guys
of people.
don't win events, so I guess you can't blow yourselves. So I guess that also is a part of it.
In my time having this
to be able to
podcast,
talk
in my time
shit.
being on this podcast, I've won an event. Let me just say, first of all,
What event was that?
it was
Sacramento, the SAC
Yep.
event.
What division was that at?
D3, still a win though. Still a dub.
Okay, still
Undefeated.
a dub.
Still a dub.
Undefeated.
Still a dub. You know what I'm saying? But undefeated is a stretch, Brando. I don't know what the fuck that word came from.
Undefeated was World Cup.
Oh,
that was World Cup.
Are you talking
that's
about?
it.
Oh,
You guys
he's
did.
talking.
You
He's talking
went-
about
yeah.
in that tournament of Sacramento,
Yeah.
we went undefeated.
Oh, you guys did as well? Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. All right. Okay. I see through the mist.
You see it? You got it?
I see through the mist.
Pandoran mist.
But yeah, like one thing is, I remember after we got done recording that episode with Dylan filmed it, he's like, dude, honestly, you having your camera on, that was nice. Made me feel a lot less like pressure off my shoulders. And I was like, holy shit. We all had the unanimous decision. We're like, dude, we all have to get webcams. Right? Because if we can make it, if one webcam can make a guest feel comfortable to have a banging episode, why would we not do that?
Yeah.
You know?
Never looked back since.
Exactly. We never looked back since. And sure, we lost some people along the way, but dude, I would not trade Brando. The friendship that I've gained with Brando, not only from the podcast, but from being on his team, I would never trade for anything.
There is something about talking to two other dudes every single week for 2 years in a row for 2 hours.
Dude, when we miss an episode,
Yeah,
dude, I'm like itchy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, or when we have like a date where it's like pushed back or something, where it's like it's later in
it's
the
longer
week.
than
It's
a
like,
week.
what the fuck's going on? Yeah.
I get itchy. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, where's the podcast? Where are my boys at? Like, it's at the point to where it's an addiction. I need it. I need the podcast. It feels good to talk on it. It feels good to be myself.
I agree. I wouldn't say it's an addiction.
It's a
I
good
could
kind of
quit at
addiction.
any time. I'm gonna be fully honest, but I do enjoy it and I do love it. And yeah, man. So I mean, fuck. Here we are, 127, almost 2.5 years later from when we started, guys.
Damn,
It's crazy to think
count.
about.
It's not 2.5 years for Brandon. He doesn't count on that. No.
Yeah, they don't
Not
even
at all.
know that.
So
Hold on. They don't even know that.
that's one thing that I can confidently say, since I've been at day one. And the other thing is with Ryan, I touched on this when we were talking about Scott. Ryan, without a doubt, took a risk on me. And he's like, dude, let's make a podcast. He took a risk on me because I obviously was not the most literate and flowy person. I'm still not when it comes to conversation.
He'll be a little retarded, but we love him for that.
Absolutely, right? But Ryan,
What makes it so, yeah.
Ryan for me saw something that he can invest in me and be like, you know what, this can be a guy where he can entertain people.
I hate to say this. Honestly, what it was, you were interested in doing it. And not just the podcast, but you were just interested in doing content. And at the field at that time, after the DMG guys, all of them left, like, it was hard to find people who wanted to do anything. So I was like, fuck yeah, this dude wants to, be funny and be in shit. All right, let's,
Absolutely, because the thing
get
is,
him
right,
in.
it's not very many times you get an outlet to be yourself. Right? There are people that literally
know how that ties in?
dream of doing stuff like that. They're just too shy and they're just too scared to make that leap. out of the comfort zone.
Here,
and then Lester Lopez.
I'll touch on that really quick. Yeah, even here, again, we make fun of me being quiet at times and stuff. Like, I'll say, out of the three of us, I'm the shyest, right? I'm the most quiet. Never thought I'd be doing something like this. Never really had an issue talking in front of like a class or anything, like giving presentations, but I wasn't the most outgoing. Never thought
4-hour audio podcast wasn't like in your,
no,
in your view of things I do.
No, talked
That
about
was
it
hard
with
for
some
me.
friends.
I never listened to podcasts. That was really hard for me.
I listen. I love podcasts.
But that was the opposite, and that's why I went to Brando when we had the people drop out. And we needed someone before I'd talked to Brandon about some PKA stuff, and so I was like, "Oh, this man's listened to podcasts at least for 7 years plus. He at least kind of knows what's going on here, Let's pick his brain." And man, some of the wild shit that will come out of your mouths at times, you don't say things often, but man, when he talks, everyone shut the fuck up, because goddamn it, sometimes Brandon, you've got some bangers.
Yeah,
I'm not the only one who said that. There's people in Texas who've been saying that.
Yeah.
So
I like throwing shit under the radar, but it's
so
I'm
you don't
glad.
Get beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that's the nervous laugh. That was real.
I'm glad I jumped on it. It doesn't feel like 2 years, because it hasn't been 2 years for me. But it hasn't felt like it's almost been 2 years.
Doesn't even feel like we've existed as a podcast for 2 years. It just feels like we just talk to each other every single week. We just hang out.
It has been 2 years for you, Brandon.
It now?
Yeah, your first show was 20. We're at 127, so 104. Yep. So it's been Brandon's
2 years.
Let's go,
There you go.
dude.
Let's
fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go.
Do you feel like you're tenured now? Like you're just showing up late and shit? Like,
All right, just wait till me and Ryan hit 3 years, then you're fucked again.
See, but it's okay, Brandon, because me and Hatch will literally just kick you and find someone else. We've done it before.
I think AK's looking for a new call. I think AK wants to come back.
It's one of the biggest lies I've heard today. Yeah, and I want to make it obvious, we didn't kick those boys. Both of them left on their own volition. They were always welcome back. In fact, we invited them to be back on the show after they left.
The 1 year show.
Both of them flaked on us. So that's on them. Sometimes you build a bridge and other people burn it on down. So, you just keep moving on forward. But yeah, guys, in general, we love doing the show. It is such a blast to be here doing From the Sidelines.
One thing I want to say. Can I stack on that, Ryan, real quick?
Well, let's keep blowing ourselves.
Yep. No, I'm not stacking. Or I'm not blowing us, but
okay.
Without a doubt,
Yes,
one thing that's hard is with anything, not only paintball, not only with a podcast, but getting people together every week to do anything.
Dude, scheduling. That is honestly the most difficult part of doing this podcast is scheduling guests. Just trying to get paintball players to have an aligned schedule. Holy shit, that could be hard at times.
Yes, and
man.
also let me also say with that, Ryan, with people that sure, people will ghost us and stuff like that, but what's very interesting is when people will ghost and be cool as fuck the next day to your face. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. It's like, I just messaged you last night. I just messaged you last night saying, like, yo, what's going on? And then
shout out to the youngest father in the league.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You can put that one together.
The
He
youngest.
said, quote unquote, he looks like a psychopath about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That
Dude,
one. Yeah, that one. The only person to ever no call, no show, and not say anything about it. So that's why he gets a little bit of extra picking on.
Yeah. And okay, so I was listening to the Center 50 podcast, right? And they said he even ghosted them.
Oh, same guy?
Yes.
All right, I don't feel bad at all now.
So apparently
that's scumbag shit, dude. You can't do it to 2 shows.
I agree, bro. I
Shame
agree.
on me.
When
2 shows, shame on you, bro.
Yes,
you
when
can't get fooled again, man.
I don't listen to very many podcasts, but when I do listen to our fellow brothers over at the Center 50. I love those guys, right? And when I heard that, I was like, motherfucker, really did it twice.
Really? Insert word here that I can't say?
God damn, bro. I was like,
Really?
Okay. So, hey, shout out to the Center 50.
Really, neighbor? But yeah, so...
Brothers and ghosts.
Okay. Yeah, guys. So that's essentially the podcast tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's start to do the things we do every week. We need a cool guy of the week, Brandon.
Yep.
Who is that cool guy going to be this week?
Let me copy the link. I'm going to send it right now really quick. I'm sorry. I was not ready with that. All right. This, dude, don't have this individual's name.
Oh, it's a TikTok.
Yeah. Dude, this is the Peru National Police. During Christmas,
I think I've seen this.
The Green Squadron, motherfucker dressed up as the Grinch.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yes, he did.
Busting down doors with
And
a sledgehammer. Dude, arresting drug traffickers.
Yes.
Dude, this is great.
As the Grinch, man. Yo, the Grinch stole the drug dealer's sack.
Yes. Yeah, running through evidence.
I couldn't think of a better joke there.
Okay, let me just say, first of all,
I love that. That's beautiful.
That would seriously, if you are a member of the cartel and that bursts in your house, I'm not thinking, oh shit, I better shoot him. I'm like, why the fuck is the Grinch here? And then the cops coming after. I'm like, oh shit, he's the cops. You know, that's where it really gets.
And everything's
exactly.
over.
Then it's too late. That
then
second
it's
hesitation.
violence in action, and yeah, no, you're done.
Yeah. So, dude, shout out to the Grinch, bro. What a fucking hero.
You know, doing God's work out there.
Hey, the Grinch
Appreciate
is
you, bro.
misunderstood, man. You know,
I guess so.
maybe we didn't know everything about his backstory. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Damn straight. Can relate
Man's
to
like
that
Michael
guy.
Orr. He's got a protection complex.
Oh.
The blind side.
The
Thanks,
blind
Sandra.
side.
Did you hear about that story, right? That all that was fake and that they just used that kid and then
You know, it's
that
actually
he-
funny because they even
he
talked about it in the
hates it
movie. They're like,
Yeah.
actually, are you just using him? Because there's actually a lot of parents that just use these kids to get NFL program. And it's like,
no, we're just good Samaritans, just taking care of
We're
our
just-
christly duties to the Lord.
we're
He just does
Servants
happen to
of
be a
the Lord.
6'8", 320-pound 17-year-old, but that had no indication
Didn't-
on the reason
I-
why we are giving him free room and board.
You know, they didn't show it in the movie, but then they won him in auction, right?
what? What did you just say, bro? What?
I don't remember.
Oh, fuck, Brandon.
How much you sell for? I'm just curious.
Camera.
I'm just curious.
I don't know. Ryan told me this fact earlier.
There's no way.
earlier in
bro.
the year.
Yeah,
Dude, it was
I
wild.
said that.
I was like, dude, that is
100%,
wild, Ryan.
What?
All right, I'm gonna put that in my back
No,
pocket.
Yeah, it's not.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's not real.
What? That's crazy.
Cool guy of the
Fuck
week.
me on that one, Brandon.
Cool guy of the Grinch, South American. Cool guy of the week, South American Grinch.
Yeah.
Grinch. All
Let's go,
right.
El Grincho.
Hey, Brandon, remember that video we took before the podcast?
Yep.
I'm gonna release it now. Fuck you. I'm cutting off my part, so good luck with that one. Cool guy of the week is South American Grinch. What is the code word of the week, Catch?
All right, so I was talking about it a little bit earlier, but this code word of the week, Minesweeper.
Yep, that was your word of the week to start the show. So
I said it 4
Minesweeper.
times. I was like, all right, might as well use it.
Minesweeper is the code word of the week. If you are unfamiliar and you've heard us talk about it with the other people, code word of the week, send us to it in a DM somewhere, mention it to us at the field. It's just a system we know that, or a system we use to know that you listened all the way to the end of the show. It's good to know. Let us know that you're cool with us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, you do that all year, and you get nominated for Fan of the Year.
That's true. And if you win,
You
you
win.
get recognition.
That's big scale stuff. If you really want to be like small scale stuff, do something
we gotta
so
get
crazy that
awards
you're the
next
cool
year,
guy of the
guys.
week.
That's actually a good point.
If you really want to be
I don't
featured
know
on here,
what's
do
better.
something so fucking
Fan
crazy.
of the year is pretty dope. Cool guy of the week, I mean, that's immortal. You know, that's forever.
That
You're
is
always
forever.
the cool guy of the week. So
You're cool at least. You
don't know.
just got an award over there.
I would make a category in the FTS Awards Cool Guy of the Year, but
Oh,
Brandon would never remember these things. So
gotta
that's
start,
asking
like,
too much of
actually
him. You
keeping
gotta
log of this
make
shit.
a note. Yep,
Yeah,
start
make a
it
notepad
up.
and just
start it
copy
up,
and
Brando.
paste it.
That's your job, all right? I don't
You
do
know.
that. Okay?
No. Here we go.
You're the
Here we go.
cool guy.
This is an idea. This is an idea time. Why don't we just watch them all again on one post show?
Why are we ideating? Let's
I don't know.
Let's just get out of the podcast, all right? We've done plenty of time today. I love it, Hatch. Just let's get out of here.
It's hot off the press,
I
bro.
remind
Hot off the
everyone
press.
to make sure you guys rate the show on whatever platform you're listening to. If it's on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or on YouTube, drop that like or drop a 5 stars on the other one. Seriously, doing that, it's free. Helps us out. Takes about 10 seconds. So, I feel like that's the most fair trade you can do. Literally, you could be done doing it in the time I'm telling you to do it right now. Make sure you also hit subscribe on all those platforms as well. You're going to get a notification when the next episode is live and ready to go. Every Tuesday, we drop episodes of the pod. We have not missed in just about 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going strong over here. And then we also got the Patreon. Ladies and gentlemen, head over to the Patreon at patreon.com/Mafia_Productions. It's where you get access to the bonus show, which is the post show. We do an extra about 30 to 45 minutes every week for just our Patreon members. Paywall only content. So yes, we say some shit over there that will not be allowed on YouTube ever. So if you want to hear what is up, you got to come check out the Patreon. You also get access to the show early and before everyone else. You get ad-free versions of the episode, and you get access to any extra bonus content past the post show. So it's a pretty good deal. Go check it out. There's a free trial as well if you just want to see what you got over there. We also got the merchandise over at xxvthelabel.com. Head over there. The collection is under Mafia Productions. You can find all of our merch over there. We got the throwback logo. We got the old school design. We've got some cool pieces over there. Probably gonna be getting some new stuff on there in the future. So go check out xxvthelabel.com. And then last but not least, we have our sponsors, Liquid IV. We appreciate them keeping us hydrated all year long. One last chug for the year.
Yeah,
Brandon. We love it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Congratulations. LiquidIV.com. Head over there. Promo code Mafia_Moffitt. Save 20% off and get free shipping. NECTR Energy. We love these boys as well. One of our original sponsors here on the show. Head over to NECTR.energy. Promo code MafiaProductions. All one word to get a buy two, get one free coupon. And then we also have weltsclothing.com. Promo code FTS over there on their website. Save yourself some money when you're grabbing apparel during Welts Wednesday.
The owner's an award winner, FTS Award winner.
That is true. One of the owners of that company is a FTS Award winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here on the main show. If you want to stay tuned for more, you got to come check out the Patreon. And if you're already on the Patreon, then we'll talk to you guys in just a moment. But for my co-hosts, Stephen Hatch and Brando Baird, my name is Ryan Mafia Moffitt. This has been From the Sidelines, episode 127. We'll see you guys on the next one. Do that thing, Hatch.
Bye.
See you guys later.